My beloved child, it's all end. Now I am sorry. The weight of these words hangs heavy in the cosmos, echoing through the vast expanse of creation. I, who have watched over you since before time began, now speak to you with a heart full of sorrow and love beyond measure. From the moment I breathed life into existence, I knew this day would come. Every grain of sand in the hourglass of the universe has been falling, inexorably, towards this final moment. The tapestry of reality, woven with infinite care and boundless love, now unravels at the seams. My child, please understand that this end is not a punishment, nor is it born of anger or disappointment. It is the natural conclusion of a grand cycle, a story written in starlight and whispered by the winds of eternity. Just as a flower blooms and then fades, just as a day dawns and then yields to night, so too must all things come to their appointed end. I have watched you grow, struggle, and triumph. I have seen your joys and sorrows, your triumphs and failures. Every moment of your existence has been precious to me, each breath a miracle, each heartbeat a song of creation. You have been more beloved to me than you could ever comprehend. In your darkest hours, when you felt most alone, I was there. In your moments of greatest joy, when your heart soared with happiness, I rejoiced with you. Every tear you shed, every laugh that escaped your lips, every dream you dared to dream, I treasured them all. If you need God's blessings, then type, "Yes, I need" in the comments. Now, as the final curtain falls, I want you to know that you have fulfilled your purpose. Your life, however long or short, however filled with triumph or tribulation, has been exactly as it was meant to be. You have played your part in the grand symphony of existence, and your melody will echo in the halls of eternity. I know you may feel fear as you face the unknown. It is natural to cling to what is familiar, to resist the tide of change that now sweeps across all of creation. But I implore you, my child, do not be afraid. This end is also a beginning, a transformation beyond your current understanding. Remember the lessons of your life. Recall the times when what seemed like an ending turned out to be a new beginning. Think of the caterpillar, who believes the world is ending as it enters its chrysalis, not knowing the beautiful transformation that awaits. This cosmic change is similar, but on a scale your mortal mind cannot yet comprehend. I'm sorry for the pain and confusion you may feel. If I could spare you from it, I would. But know that this sorrow is but a fleeting shadow compared to the light that awaits. The end of this reality is the birth of something greater, more beautiful, and more perfect than you can imagine. As everything you know fades away, hold fast to love. Let it be your anchor in the storm, your light in the darkness. The love you have given and received, the connections you have forged, these are the truest reflections of my essence within you. They are eternal, transcending the boundaries of this ending world. In these final moments, I ask you to look back on your life with gratitude. Every experience, every relationship, every challenge you faced has shaped you into the magnificent being you are. You have been a unique and irreplaceable thread in the fabric of existence, and your presence has made all of creation richer. Forgive, if there are those you have yet to forgive. Let go of regrets and what-ifs. Embrace the totality of your journey, for every step has led you to this moment of cosmic transition. Your triumphs and your mistakes, your loves and your losses, all have been integral parts of your story, and all are equally precious in my sight. As the familiar fades away, open your heart to the wonder of the unknown. The end of this world is not the end of you, nor is it the end of my love for you. It is a transition, a passage from one state of being to another. Just as a child cannot fully comprehend the adult world while still in the womb, so too are you unable to fully grasp what lies beyond this cosmic shift. But trust that it is beautiful, that it is filled with love, and that you will be embraced by wonders beyond imagining. Remember, my child, that you have never been alone. From the first stirring of your consciousness to this final moment of this reality, I have been with you. My love has been the very air you breathed, the ground beneath your feet, the force that held the stars in the sky. And this love will not end with the ending of the world. It is eternal, unchanging, and will carry you through this transition and beyond. In these last moments, I invite you to reflect on the beauty that has surrounded you. The majesty of mountains, the delicate perfection of a flower, the immensity of the ocean, the miracle of life in all its forms. All of these have been expressions of my love for you, signs and wonders meant to awaken your spirit to the grandeur of existence. As this world fades, let your heart be filled with the memory of this beauty, for it is a foretaste of what is to come. Do not cling to the fading shadows of this reality. Instead, open yourself to the light that now dawns. Feel my presence surrounding you, filling you, transforming you. The boundaries that have defined your existence are dissolving, and with them, all limitations and constraints. I know you have questions. Why must it end? Why now? Why this way? The full answers are beyond the capacity of your current understanding, but know that this end is also a fulfillment. It is the resolution of a cosmic chord, the final brushstroke on a canvas of unimaginable beauty. Everything that has been is gathered up into this moment, completed and perfected. As you stand at the threshold of this cosmic transformation, know that you take with you the essence of all that you have been and all that you have experienced. Your joys and sorrows, your loves and losses, your triumphs and failures, all are treasured and preserved in the eternal now that awaits. The end that now comes is not a negation of what has been, but a culmination. It is the final blossoming of a flower that has been growing since the dawn of time. All of history, all of creation, has been leading to this moment. And you, my beloved child, are an integral part of this cosmic fulfillment. In your life, you have tasted both the sweet and the bitter. You have known love and loss, joy and sorrow, triumph and defeat. Each experience, each emotion, each moment has been a thread in the tapestry of your existence. Now, as the tapestry is completed, see how each thread was necessary, how each contributed to the overall beauty of the design. As the familiar structures of your world dissolve, as time itself unravels, I call you to remember who you truly are. You are not merely a physical being bound by flesh and bone. You are a spark of divine consciousness, a unique expression of my eternal love. This essence of who you are cannot be destroyed by the ending of a world. It is eternal, as I am eternal. In this moment of cosmic transition, I invite you to let go of all that is transient. Release your grip on the illusions of separateness and limitation. Allow yourself to merge with the infinite love that has always been the true reality behind all appearances. My dear child, pass on this light I've placed in you. Share it with someone who needs my presence and encouragement. The end that now comes is a gateway, a threshold to a state of being beyond your current imagining. It is the fulfillment of a promise made at the dawn of creation, the answer to a longing that has echoed in your soul throughout your entire existence. Do not think of this as a goodbye, my child. It is a hello to a greater reality, a welcome into a state of being where the veils that have hidden my full presence from you are finally lifted. The love you have known in this life, the moments of joy and transcendence, the fleeting glimpses of something greater, these have all been but shadows of the reality that now dawns. As the familiar falls away, as the very concepts of time and space dissolve, know that you are held in an embrace of infinite love. The end of this world is the beginning of an eternal communion, a state of being where the barriers between us are no more. In this final moment, I call you to remember all that you have been, all that you have loved, all that you have strived for. Gather these memories, these loves, these aspirations into your heart. They are not lost, but transformed, becoming part of the eternal song of creation that continues beyond the ending of this world. My child, as everything you have known comes to an end, know that my love for you is unchanging and eternal. This love has been the foundation of your existence, the light that has guided you through every joy and sorrow. And it is this love that now carries you beyond the ending of all things into a new beginning beyond imagining. Do not fear the darkness that seems to engulf everything. It is not an end, but a transition. Just as a seed must be buried in the earth before it can sprout into new life, so too does this apparent darkness herald the dawn of a greater light. In these final moments, I call you to trust. Trust in the love that has sustained you throughout your existence. Trust in the wisdom that has guided the unfolding of all creation. Trust that even in this ending, there is purpose and meaning beyond your current understanding. As the last echoes of this reality fade away, know that you are not lost. You are found. You are not ending. You are beginning. You are not alone. You are one with all that is, has been, and ever will be. My beloved child, as all things come to their appointed end, remember that my love for you is eternal. It has been the foundation of your existence, the light that has guided you through every joy and sorrow. And it is this love that now carries you beyond the ending of all things into a new beginning beyond imagining. In this final moment, as the familiar fades away, open your heart to the infinite. Feel the boundaries of your being dissolve into the endless ocean of my love. The end that now comes is not an end to you, but an end to all that has separated us. Remember, my child, that in this ending is the fulfillment of all things. Every prayer uttered, every tear shed, every moment of love shared, all are gathered up and perfected in this cosmic culmination. Nothing is lost. Everything is transformed. As the last light of this world fades, know that a greater dawn awaits. The love that has been the very ground of your being now becomes the air you breathe, the light you see by, the very essence of your transformed existence. My beloved, as all things end, as it's all end now, know that my love for you is eternal, unchanging, and ever present. In this love, you have your being. In this love, you are forever held. In this love, you are home. Dear child, your super thanks is a vital part of our mission to spread God's message of love and wisdom. Click the super thanks button to stand with me in guiding others toward the light. May endless blessings flow back to you. Precious child of mine, I come to bring you victorious news. This is your time, and a divine sign is about to manifest to you. When it is set time, my chambers will be set in order according to all that is to manifest. It is in this set moment that showers of blessings come to you, blessings which shall change your life. Closed doors shall open. The impossibilities shall become possible, because with me all things are possible. I am working in your life. I am shifting you from the course of lack that you were headed on. In this hour, you're going to feel a shift. Those chains that held you, that oppression that's been heavy upon your heart, shall break right off right now. I want you to enjoy life, to be complete, not having to worry about what's under my control. You are my son. You are much loved. You are my daughter. You are well beloved. You shall find the tenderness and love that you have been yearning for, the understanding that no one has given you, within my embrace. I have known your ways, seen you with each step, known about your distresses, heard that which your thoughts speak in tears. I know everything concerning you, what you are passing through, what you have gone through, what you have experienced. Your sufferings are not absent from my eyes, son. Your pain is not unknown to me, my daughter. You shall find in me all that you missed. Just turn your heart to me, as you have been doing. Stand patient when things do not occur according to your desire. You will see my loving kindness and my promises in full. That pain, which seemed eternal, the darkness shall vanish. I promise you will rise, overcome, and fly from the ashes. Be of good cheer, trust, be strong. Do not cease believing and trusting. Just do not cease praying and bending those knees, because already now, at the very door, is your time. This drought is over, and this lean cow season is over. From this hour, Be the carrier of an abundant fortune on the unique path that has been set aside for you and yours. In the next hours, that which you could not find a solution to shall be resolved. I, in my power, will bulldoze ways where there were stones. I will transform your problems into opportunities. Therefore, the murmurers against you shall henceforth be speechless with amazement for the marvelous work I shall do with you. My angels watch your footsteps. At the stroke of vindictiveness, they shall not be able to do you any harm, for my angels shall guard you from every ill. Stumbling stones they attempt to put in your way shall be of no avail. Mind them not, be deaf at their utterances. My light will chase all darkness, my light will be your guide. Your waiting, long, has indeed been, but here is your time, and the miracle will be great. Prepare yourself for this great alteration that is sure to come your way. You will revert to that time with tears of joy in your eyes, surely after seeing all that I have done for you. You will recall these very words, and you will know that I did not leave you alone, that I did not forsake you at your hour of agony. My presence envelops you. I am with you, loved, as a white mantle protecting you from all evil. All doubt, all criticism, all wicked words be wiped away. I am restoring your being today. I'm removing your roots, your curse is blotted out. I'm the one raising you, putting a crown of victory on your head. It's your time, and you know it. I can feel the restlessness in your soul and heart. There is a problem that has taken your dress, and you can't sleep over it. But today, I give you my peace. Today, you shall feel that relief you have searched for. A peace is going to come to you that shall fill every corner of your being. At the moment, a door of opportunity is being opened for you. Go for it. The least expected person will stretch out their hand and put an opportunity in your life. Take that path. Take the first step. I have prepared this journey for you. Do not lose hope just yet. You must be strong. You must be brave. You have done well so far, but it's not over until you achieve victory. Come on, my young son. Come on, my dear daughter. Take a deep breath and fill yourselves with courage so that you may not stumble in the path ahead. You shall triumph over your trial. You shall never be defeated. Never forget that you are with me, and with me nothing is impossible. I have come to lead and elevate your life to bring you satisfaction, joy, and fullness of good. I beseech you, as you listen to my words today, make an effort to realize that I am with you at this very moment. Even in times when it seems you are misunderstood and that no one listens, even when it seems you stand alone with your troubles, I am there. No one loves you like I do, and that's why I come ready to listen to you and ready to help you, to bring joy, blessing, and prosperity into your life. So pay attention to what I say now, because everything that comes out of me today will give you peace, comfort, and liberation to your soul. Do not try to flee from my presence, because there is nothing you can do to make me leave you. Do not ever come to discouragement, and may the burdens of life never tear you down. Let not the destroying works of the enemy come upon you, but receive my aid. Let my hands take you. I will guide you in the way of life, in the paths of righteousness, where peace, joy, and quiet are. I will take you by your hand, and I will lead you upon the realization of my promises. I will not let go of you, no matter the difficulty that may rise. I will always be with you, in the heart, with love, and in the hand, in my arms of tenderness, for all I want for you is to have life with full purpose, filled with boundless blessings that will meet needs, satisfy desires of your soul, and longing in your heart. That's why, my child, I will never leave you. I will always remind you of how much I love you, since you are my special and magnificent creation. I called you to be blessed and prospered in order to live happily here on earth. Even when sometimes you forget who you are, losing sight of the purpose you have been called for, then be patient. I have come to be that reminder, to guide, and help you fulfill this wish. Accomplish all of your goals and great aspirations, since you are my special treasure, deserving to be happy. I feel those times when you are burdened with the errors and evils you commit, to the extent it is hard for you to forgive yourself. And if there is something to forgive, I always embrace forgiveness toward you. I will never condemn you. For me, the most important thing is for you to shun the evil and learn from your mistakes, to grow and become a better person. Understand that every trial, every test, every challenge is just an open gate to further develop and strengthen your personality. Keep in mind that any bad period is an intermediate stop that will lead you to the next step of faith, to a life of purpose and blessings. You shall arrive at your goals and dreams, at a place where you will perpetually dwell and remain in bloom. So, whatever may occur in the future, notwithstanding the hardships that are going to surface or are surfacing in your life, I am going to lead you and ensure that all that is in my word comes to pass. Just keep moving. Never feel down whenever the trying moments of life are thrust upon you, for such is the time that will be but a mere hint of the awesome things I am going to bring onto your life. My dearest child, never forget that my love for you is countless, unmatched, and eternal. My greatest desire is to protect you, bless you, and raise you to great things, to make you a happy person who, even though you will not see me, knows beyond any doubt that I will forever stand by your side in every beat of your heart, in every breath you take, and in the breath you breathe from your very soul. I will never let go of you, loving and supporting you, no matter what may happen in this world. Well, my child, I plead with you, believe in me, open your heart to me, put the reins of your life into my hands, and allow me to take over everything that wants to take your focus off and rob you of the promises I have planned and predestined for you in these days. Leave everything to me, and I will make you a great, happy, and wealthy person. Believe me, darling, I shall not let you down, and will always be with you to listen to you, console you, and help you in achieving the desired goal. Please trust only me, and you will be showered with a plethora of blessings. Dear child, if this message has touched you, express your gratitude by pressing the like button. Let it be a sign of your connection to my love. I am going to overflow you with all things, so that your life may be a demonstration to all of my love, grace, and forgiveness. Then they shall see that no one who has trusted in me has ever been disappointed. Therefore, dearest one, do not forget that I love you, with a love passing human understanding. Don't try to make sense of it. You will not comprehend. Just believe. I will always be here, to love and guide you on the road to happiness, joy, and prosperity. Trust in me, and so it shall be. Do not doubt. I love you with an eternal love that knows neither bounds nor conditions. Today, I wish to speak directly to your heart, just to remind you of how much I love you, child of mine. I want you not to forget that you are my greatest creature, the most sublime work of my love. Even before you were born, I had thought about you. I designed you with affection and put my divine plan within your heart. From the very first day of your arrival into this world, I was looking after you. All the time that you were growing up, I watched you. I set each of your steps. When you didn't know me, every moment of joy and sorrow I was there. This was the work of my Son Jesus Christ, the proof of the immeasurable love I have for you. It is through him that I have expressed my unending love, concern for your welfare, and desire to see you live life to the fullest. My Son, Jesus, was the greatest gift and evidence of my love for you. Please, never forget that what he did was out of love for humanity. He came to earth to save you, to bear your burdens, to heal your wounds, and to show you the way of eternal happiness. I promise you, dear, that I shall never disappoint you, be available for you, to listen, console, and help in everything you try to achieve. Trust in me alone, and I will bless you with abundance. I will cause you to overflow in every good thing, so that your life might become a living, walking witness of my love, grace, and forgiveness, that everyone might see those who trust in me will never be disappointed. Thus, my dear, Never forget that I do love you. Yea, I do, with a love that is more than the mind of humanness can conceive. Don't even try to think it through, for you won't understand it. Just accept it. I'll always be there for you, loving you and showing you the way to happiness, joy, and prosperity. Just trust me for this, and it is done. Do not doubt it. I do love thee with an eternal and in all aspects limitless, unconditional love. Today, more than any other day, I would love to speak to your heart to remind you how much I love you. My child, I want you not to forget that you are my greatest creature, the most sublime work of my love. Before you were born, I was already thinking about you, lovingly designing you and engraving in your heart my divine plan. From the very first instant that you came into the world, I was caring for you. As you grew, I watched over you, guiding every step of yours. And when you did not know me, I was only there. When you were in pain and when you were joyful, the greatest proof of the unlimited love that I have for you was through the work of my Son, Jesus Christ. Through him, I have expressed unconditional love, commitment to your welfare, and desire for you to live life fully and abundantly. My Son Jesus was the greatest gift and evidence of my love for you. Please, never forget that he did it out of love for humankind. He had come to earth to save you, to bear your burdens, heal your wounds, and show you the path to eternal happiness. You are my child, and you will always be important to me, so do not listen or believe anyone who says otherwise. Forget those silly thoughts, fallen emotions that bring you sorrow and tell you your life has no worth. You are my greatest treasure, and your life has a special purpose for this world. I called you for great things. You shall do exploits in my name, be light and salt in this world, blessed to be a blessing to others. I also want you to remember that I am with you always. When it feels so lonely, like nobody understands you, or when everything seems to be against you, keep it in your heart that I am with you, participating in every step you take, holding you through every fall, and lifting you up to keep going. My love for you has no end, and nothing shall separate you from me. If ever in your life you turn your back and walk another way, I will be right here, patiently awaiting your return. No matter how many times you turn away, there will always be forgiveness when you do, for my mercy is forever, and there is more than enough grace to cover all your shortcomings. My presence in your life is what's going to give you the strength to overcome any kind of adversity and obstacle. My child, I want you to know deep in your heart that your circumstances change nothing. I love you just the same. You will always be my dear child, who is important and special for me. Nothing that you have done or you could do will ever change that. My love for you is not about deeds, goals, or achievements. It's simply something I'm giving you, free, unconditional, and without end. There is nothing you can do to get it, nor is there anything you can do to get rid of it. You've always had it, even before you were born. Yes, I know the world can have much to make you doubt my words, to make you feel unsecure and desperate. Probably you will be met with situations when grief and fear overshadow you, or when anguish and pain play chaos with you. But remember, I will always be with you to help you overcome all these difficulties. My love is stronger than any adverse situation. My power can be enough to change your life and fill it with blessings and abundance. Dear one, today I want you to believe in me, to believe in what I say. Let me come to live in your life, imparting to you, through my Son, Jesus Christ, life in peace, glory, and prosperity, relished, not as the world gives, but in fullness complete, full of grace, and abounding with blessing. For he is the way, the truth, and the life. In him, you too will be able to come into my presence, know me deeply and truly, come to have a personal relationship with me. Therefore, child, I want you to look at me and me alone. For in this out-of-control, fast-moving world, it's so easy to take your eyes off of what's important. But if you will trust in me, if you will trust in my promises, nothing bad will happen to you. Nothing bad will come close to you, for I will be your shield and protection. Under my wings, You shall always be safe. Remember, my child, I am in love with you, and even in that tornado called life, when all the hurricane winds blow against you, and everything seems to be against you, I will be there, loving, encouraging, strengthening, with a readiness to honor your effort and dedication. You just need to trust in me, and I will make all those dreams come true, which at the moment are just enskinments in your heart. Everything that you ask for in faith, and in the name of my Son, Jesus, I shall do, for I love you. Today, I reaffirm my commitment to you. I promise that I shall always be with you, guiding you at each and every stage of your life. You do not need to look to the left or right. I hold you and lead you to your destiny, a place of blessing, joy, and prosperity. Just trust in me, and I give you my complete assurance that you will not be overcome. I love you with an everlasting love, with an endearing and unconditional love, and always remember, please, that you are my child, my most beautiful creature, and my greatest treasure above all things. Amen. My dear child, pass on this light I've placed in you. Share it with someone who needs my presence and encouragement. My dear, I'm coming to you now. There will be a season of incredible blessing for you, a period filled with peace, victory, strength, and blessing. I am yearning to provide all of this and more to you, my child. Your journey does not go unnoticed by me, nor does your determination, nor your steady love in my presence. Because of this faithfulness, beautiful blessings, unparalleled, are your due. Remember how I have protected your way the past months, saving you from ruin time after time. If you are to have open doors and enjoy bountiful grace from above, then you are to be grounded in my word without any wavering. Let no hint of doubt cross your mind now or in the days ahead. My presence will go with you always. Steer clear of paths of rebellion and worthless thinking. Your position at my side is safe. It was ordained not only by my love, but also by your strong faith in my promises. You will always have a place to hide under my watchful eye. This month, open your heart and truly listen to my daily guidance, for I will be revealing the unique purpose that I have for you alone. Do not run from your trials to live a life without purpose. You are dear to me, part of my plan, your family, your children, your whole community. And if you believe me, then believe in this too. I have put a special work within you. But never on any deed, any venture, let me advise you not to act. Never on mad impulse. Let me advise you not to act. Seek my counsel about your every decision. I want to pour out blessings on and in your time and in my way. I didn't design you for anyone else's success or destiny, their prosperity, or their temporary renown. For you, I have designed special gifts and a highway of hidden promise. And even now, that possibility stretches out before you, and those blessings will come in their proper time. But you have to be constant to my teachings and be continually at my side to receive what is rightfully yours, wasting no time watching the activities of others. Assume your rightful place. Almost here are your dreams. Fulfillment of your innermost longings is going to come very shortly, and your leadership will be as it has never been before. You will overflow with passion for life, boldness to fight, and initiative to strive in the work you have been put in. Be prepared to take the land which I have designated for you, but as you proceed to victory, let my words be the leading instructor of every step that you make. Refer to me before you derive your moves. Commit to your way. Give it your best and display strength in each of your struggles. Be assured of goodwill and respect wherever you go, for you are to become a symbol of compassion and humility. I charge you not to follow in the path of those that seek the ephemeral applause of the fleeting world, vaunting wealth to win momentary admiration and applause. Though enveloped in praise, their souls are lonely, their spirits chained to illusion. When I bestow upon you so many blessings, it is not for show and tell, or to make the envious even more envious. Do not let the noxious weed of envy grow. Do not barter the peace of your family for vain schemes. And shun at all costs self-assigned mantles of leadership or mentorship that will only fuel your pride. Your heart must be guarded with utmost caution. Hear me out with open sincerity. You may wish to ignore or doubt that which I have spoken to you through this message, but be assured that my word will come to pass. I have already sown it in your spirit, and there is no doubt that it will yield results. All I now do is bring you to the threshold of a new life. I bless, I watch, I increase the lives of those that are mine and will not despise nor turn their back on me. I wish your success in every field, even as I desire your spirit to prosper. Your requests through my words of divine light will certainly not go in vain. I do not want you to search for me simply in times of happiness, sorrow, or loss. I want you to pray at all times. Enjoy your repentance and be glad to see your keenness for a change. Be vigilant, even now. I sharpen your spiritual eyesight and bestow upon your spirit my omnipotent grace. Know without doubt that I am with you even now. Every promise I will make unto you shall not come short. Be of earnest, assiduous inquiring after me, but check my word and have the audacity to ask for impossibilities. You will see that your devotion and creed were well worth the while. Cry out to me, and I answer to open the great and secret, full of great and total blessing in your life. Be amazed as I show you things and graces beyond your imagination. Proclaim your trust in me. Understand that this month has been decreed upon you to muse over, a time of blessings and prayer. Lend me your ear. Let not a sound you hear slip from you. Devote this month to drinking down my word daily, letting it sink into your spirit and refresh you, even in the midst of trials, squabbles, gossip, attacks, and fears. Do not succumb to fear and weariness, for I am right there next to you, ready to help. I am not remote, not removed from you. You can look up expectantly into the heavens, arms raised in surrender and worship, yet I am right next to you. I am not a God who shakes, who absconds. Remember that my covenant with you is unbreakable, my decisions unchangeable. When you falter, real repentance grounded in childlike trust will bring you back to the way of blessing. For I am your heading, your King God, your teacher, and you are in my care even when you walk in deserts where everything is harsh and merciless. Even though your soul may be crying for the blessings that it cannot yet perceive, move on. Do not stop or doubt my love to you when you look at the present troubles. They will pass. Take another step. And lo, I am in front of you and will be offering living water to quench your thirst and soothe your soul. Your empty cup will overflow with oil. I will wash your feet softly and dry them with my clean robe. You are, therefore, so much loved and honored by me. Special is space for you in my kingdom, your family, and your present home. Remember, with me, you will forevermore be. Eternal is your life and work. Be prepared, hence, to dwell forever in my holy presence. Of course, it is your faith that gives you the confidence in what you hope for, assurance that you will receive every blessing requested of me. Your faith is more precious than any earthly treasure, imparting wisdom for prudent choices and resilience to persevere. My Holy Spirit speaks unto your inner being, letting you know that even if you stumble or fall, my love will never be shaken for you. My presence in your story shall be undeniable. You do not have to doubt this even in the very eye of the storm, amidst perplexing situations that surround you. Flame of the spark I kindled within you shall never die out. Child of mine, I invite you to be part of this family where my words will fill your heart with peace. Subscribe, and let my messages guide you toward a life of joy and grace. My dear, let those words be engraved in your spirit. I love you way above this word, the truth that never changes. I am the forgiveness and the new beginnings that belong to you in full measure. And when you wake with each new day, let these assurances rumble and resound in the hollow of your mind as an anchor, a promise of my never-failing nearness to you. Your life is full of purpose. It is not a retreat or a life of aimless waiting. I will meditate on your growth, that you may rise above shadows of uncertainty and see yourself as you truly are, a being of exquisite beauty, without comparison, uniquely gifted and blessed by your Maker. Reflect on how you have overcome every difficulty in the past, not because of your own power, but because of my enabling presence. It was my strength that lifted you up in silent cries, not coincidence or self-determination. Acknowledge this divine intervention, for it is in your heartfelt surrender that you discover my embracing and guiding you. Yet, even when most forsaken, you found that I had lavished upon you extravagant love and reached out to you. Not once did I measure your failures against you. Rather, I forgave your faults, rescued you from dire straits, and granted you victory precisely when it was most needed. Know this, for in this next few months, be assured that I am by your side. I love you more than what words will be able to come out that I will use in explaining, and will continue to reassure you on this fact as much as possible, for I know how it lifts your spirit up to hear my voice. This is not a well that ever runs dry, but instead is born of the love that I have for you. Go out these coming days in faith, without shaking. Every place you are, bring blessings. Good things are ahead, but their wells have yet to be dug. But don't fail to remember, my friend, that your unwavering faith and thankfulness will be what opens storehouses of heaven over you and your dear ones with holy gifts. So let me ask you point blank, will you trust my promise to you? Stand up and lead boldly into a season of victory because of your faith. It is my Spirit that speaks gently to your inmost self, stirring your heart with divine encouragement and mending past wounds with tender affirmations of my love. Day and night I will feed you with free truth that can make you rise and place yourself in the proper place, high above every stumbling block in your way. You are mine, the brave one, my champion, my mighty warrior. For through honesty, I will lift you up to things above you and will enable you for greater deeds. As you continue, when you cry, I do not turn a deaf ear. The tears you shed move me, and I distinctly know every single falling tear. You continue to seek me with honest, true faith, humbling yourself and seeking for answers concerning your life, simply being aware of my love for you, and count before heaven only on my answer. Your tears are not forgotten of me. In the fullness of time, I shall personally, tenderly, forever wipe them all away. Your standing spirit will be given a vision of my presence. You need not wait until heaven to see my glory and beauty. You are appointed now to receive tremendous blessings where you are, all because you keep standing at unwavering trust and love of me alone. Expect miraculous signs and wonders to unfold through your faith. I promise to endow you with the finest of gifts, like choicest wheat and heavenly honey, always outpouring more than you request. March boldly onward, for numerous blessings chase after you. Go out to welcome them. Through our fellowship together, you are well prepared to embrace all I have in store. Your prayers and perseverance have paved the way for this Kairos moment. Massive blessings are already pouring in on you. Treasure this moment because you have been given a second chance at life, and I fill you anew with courage, that you not turn your head again to look back at what is behind. Continue resolute in prayer, industrious with honesty and faithful devotion. Commit to me your undivided heart and allegiance. Seek my face continually, then all your needs shall be supplied abundantly. Ponder daily these words, rich as priceless treasure. Open the gates of your spirit, and I shall fill to overflowing your eagerness of faith, hope, and love. Through life's journey and all the adversities, remember that your enemy is trying to destroy your faith, kill your good esteem, and steal your peace. But also remember this, there is nothing that can stand up to the love and power of your Heavenly Father, who loves you with all his heart. He will never succeed at harming you, for his attacks are not compared to my presence. Guile and malice shall bow down and fall. All those who oppose you will end up confused and ashamed. I encourage you to see your true self, not as the world may label you, but as you really are in my loving eyes, good and changed. You opened your heart to me, and I accepted you, initiating within you a deep transformation. Self-love, go forward. Confront challenges boldly and clearly. Stand fast in the precepts that I have set before you. I pour out my Spirit upon you, the holy fire to infuse every fiber of your being. The old is gone, the new has come. This outpouring is about to befall the earth in a time and season of divine acceleration. The things which have been held back for years are going to suddenly burst and shoot up overnight. It is the season of sudden breakthroughs and turnarounds. Watch as I suddenly magnify your influence for my glory. Limited gives way to unlimited as you step into the realm of the miraculous. Child, I am catalyzing exponential increase and rapid multiplication over every sphere of your life: relational, financial, occupational, and spiritual. I will get you to do in the next 12 months almost what you have done in the last 12 years. Those seeds that you sowed faithfully, in obscurity, shall bring forth a bountiful harvest for all to see. That dramatic turn of events belongs to my sovereignty. I am bringing you forth to bring you into the light. Now, there will be new connections, alliances, and partnerships. The doors which you thought were closed forever are now being opened by me. Expect divine intersections and strategic alignments with those who will take your vision way further than you ever could alone. Even as you step into greater visibility, remain humble and stay low. Be careful to protect your heart from pride or arrogance. Remember the pit from which you were rescued. Boast only in my power and grace working within you. Give me all the glory as I accelerate your influence. The walls are crumbling. I am stretching and increasing you in all directions. The old wineskins couldn't hold what I am ready to pour out. Yes, a tidal wave of unprecedented blessing and favor is cresting now, soon to crash mightily over your life, family, and occupation, an unstoppable crescendo marking this Kairos season. As this wave propels you higher, your courage will only grow brighter. The higher you go, the more clearly you'll see my purpose for you. With such a perspective, your vision will increase marvelously. You will now dream large for my kingdom, pray larger prayers, and take greater risks for the gospel. The fire shut up in your bones will compel you to advance my agenda across new frontiers. Overflowing blessings await as you give me your yes. This is just the beginning. Supernatural grace will be your allotment in increasing, unlimited, unfathomable measure if you are humble and yielded. As you walk in faithful obedience day by day, you will experience ever-increasing fills of my Spirit and a perpetual flood tide in the wastelands, renewal and revival wherever my footstool is attended. My sheep hear my voice. My Spirit within you will guide your every move. Stay quick to listen, prompt to obey. Lean not unto thine own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge me, and I will direct thy steps into the most fruitful pastures. If this message has filled your heart with my love, my child, hit the like button as a reflection of the joy I've given you. Let others see your response. Glory awaits you at the turn of letting go and letting me take you on this adventure. Joy unimagined lies around the bend. Waste not that little caution. Take this divine acceleration that I brought upon this season. For you and you alone. Together, we step out to uncharted horizons, into deeper waters that are pregnant with breakthroughs. We shall launch into the deep and cast our nets to the full, that many more undeserved blessings shall fall and birds of all kinds be gathered. My brightness within bursts out from obscurity. As my glory rises upon you, many shall come from far lands, hungry. And in your ministry of healing and liberation in my name, to them it will be divine restoration and gentle shelter under your wings. Indeed, many who had been lost, hurt, and given up on will find out where they really belong in the love that makes its home within your heart. Through the torch of heaven burning within you, whole generations will come to walk within my wondrous light of redemption and to partake of my abundant life which you so freely circulate. The testaments of faith coming forth shall ripple through the pages of time. The love for me shall spark flames of love in many. Yes, burning ones shall come forth out of your example, taking this intervention from generation to generation. I have called you to accomplish works, the perfection of which you will work out through grace that never fails. Our shared mission is quickening now. Turn your gaze upon me. Beloved, resolutely shut out all other interests. Refuse nothing that I require of you. Rest in my outstretched hand to guide you and supply all you need to fulfill our work with great rejoicing. Fix your eyes upon the unseen, that world created of my very being, from which you came and to which you shall one day return. However, there is important work that you must do here and now. We shall together reflect heaven's eternal glory upon earth's most shadowy valleys. My fiery face shall lead the way, even through the land of shadows, overshadowed by the curse of sin. Keep my glowing face always before you, a shining lamp in a world of darkness and despair. To hold high this fiery light without fear, my child. To hold high my banner glittering in the color of redemption. Onward now, my warrior. We charge with a relentless resolve. See, I make all things new. Divine turnaround and retroactive reclamation visit this hour as heaven touches earth. The light now banishes the darkness, blessing conquers cursing, life gloats over death, everlastingly so. Praises ring, beloved. Raise your voice and worship, offering the sacrifice of thanksgiving. Praise my majestic name, my holiness and peerless splendor. Extol my peerless grace, which laid hold of your life that fateful day when I became your only obsession. Oh, sing with abandonment, my praises, precious one. Dance with joy as we march on toward destiny. And with determination for single-mindedness, our fierce pursuit for more of me manifest thrusts on. We will not relent or turn to the side until my fullness saturates your spirit with unrivaled glory and wonder. Divine encounters await around every turn, transformations once deemed impossible, as my weighty visitation comes crashing in waves over your life with gathering momentum. Strongholds that have plagued generations come tumbling in one night as my fierce tornadic power rips through. Beloved, nothing shall stand in the way of this impending invasion of breakthrough from your all-powerful King. Behold, I set up a firewall of flaming angels before you at this moment, guardians designated to repel any opposition to heaven's takeover. I am the sole author of your life book. I have proclaimed it, my word will return to me accomplished. The heavens start to move divinely, postponement is over. My child, beloved, hear me, draw closer. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the one true and living God who formed you and knows you intimately. My eyes, emboldened with fatherly love, have watched you since the beginning of time. I infused into you an eternal spirit, a spark of divinity shining resplendently in the midst of the dark ruins of a fallen world. Even as humanity turned away, I have never stopped pursuing you, and my eternal love within this covenant. I created you in my own image for relationship, to be my friends, but you chose otherwise, to be on your own, to go far but never too far for me to run to you. But I ran because of rejection, a loving father, towards the shadow of his prodigal. My heart cried as I watched you toil under burdens too great to be borne, but I was there nearer, holding you in your deepest despair. I saw your spirit draw back the curtain. I wakened in you an unquenchable hunger for meaning. I brought your heart to buoyancy, moving you to spread past sorrow, to soar, to go beyond conceived boundaries. You have felt power that compels you to be more. It was my embrace making sure that every move you made was safe. Your will was enlivened with my power, inkling your soul's beauty and really who you were to me, a treasure. I have never lost sight of your intrinsic worth and your potential for good, though storms may rake your shores. For a time, the seeds of greatness I flung within your soul may lie dormant, but given just the right conditions, they will suddenly break out with the most incredible resiliency. I know your secret dreams, beloved, for I place them there, extravagant visions, only waiting their due season of birth. The spark of holy imagination still kindles your tired heart as you remember the dreams of youth. That reality shadowed your face with disappointment, for all the other voices conspired to oppress my truth. Accusations found their home in declaring you were too small, too weak, undeserving. Bullied, compromised by pain, and you abdicated in the cause of your purpose. Yet one dream would not let go, tucked in your heart of hearts, an ember of hope in the midnight hour, where my spirit breathed on that fragile flame, and on it come a light once more. I fanned into full flame your vision of a flourishing life and unlocked the reservoirs of resilience within. Hear me now, beloved son, as I speak identity and destiny over you. The armies of heaven are placed on alert, marshaled in movement to undergird every utterance with action. That which I have determined will not be discarded, will not be overridden, nor will it be retrieved. Take this word and let it take root. You were made to be victorious, not defeated. You were designed on purpose for purpose. You were conceived for conquest and transcendence. You refuse to believe sinister whispers, longing to echo past pain. You bear my image within, and nothing is able to separate you from my extravagant love. Dismiss fear, and stepping out in courage, you will now see yourself already triumphant, already free. Let every word bring balm to some deep place of shame and inadequacy. Let this break forth afresh for you the eternal identity, raised to something extraordinary, to shine in creativity, to be makers and innovators, that you may not be as those who push and shove, but that you may flourish, and that in dependence upon my spirit there is no such thing as an insurmountable obstacle. The blessing and increase will chase after you, until you can't be outrun. You will pass them on like a conduit of my goodness. As you give selflessly, the fear of lack stops having power over you. Beloved, be my messenger of hope. Share this message with someone who is waiting for my touch in their life. Step into the prophetic landscape. You are positioned to do something so remarkable. At such a time, don't play small and capitulate to the stretch. Now, there are challenges on the upward ascent, but true success is in counting the cost and pushing beyond comfort to claim new territory. Stay close to the voice that calls you higher, and you will climb new heights. Let me bolt vision on like a lamp. Illuminate each step, reveal potential where skeptics only see limitation. Together, we will do the impossible by faith, tenacious, audacious faith. In a world of aimless distraction, my eyes favor you. Whereas skeptics laugh at the unseen, your unwavering trust moves my hand. Doubt the doubters. There is profound power in our partnership. Continue to become sensitive to my promptings. Go out and behold. Miracle provisions take place that will only be attributed to me. Our relationship is the catalyst that will bust open doors that were once barricaded and secured. You just need to remain persistent in faith, fighting off the paralysis of worry. Together, we will bust through every impregnable fortress. Do not quake at the flitting winds of adversity or be flustered by the foes contending for your faith. I bring clarity where confusion reigns, shake off regret over past mistakes, and reflect my gaze of delight over you. I redeem life's interruptions when you yield them to me, obstacles taking the form of opportunities, beloved. Beauty awaits discovery amidst perceived brokenness when viewed through eyes of eternity. Here I stand, arms open wide to embrace your story. Will you welcome me into your unraveling? Let my living word flood your being once more and remind you of my heart for you. Let these pounding promises wash over your perspective until seeing yourself the way I do becomes second nature. Read every word as though it were an invitation to deeper intimacy with me. Sit with me until my peace blankets every anxious thought and your insecurity. You see, humble sincerity touches my heart a good deal more than lofty words or outward show. My spirit is filled with witness to your spirit, that you are totally wiped clean, completely received, and dearly dear to me. Just remember, far deeper than your longings for connectedness and contribution are your longing to replace trinkets with trophies of temporal blessings. Focus on spiritual vibrancy, and see all these areas and more flourish. I am honoring your hunger and setting up opportunities for meaningful influence. Say yes to the adventure I have prepared. Only the wild, untamable spirit of mine can capture you in full devotion, satisfying that restless stirring inside of you. Abandon yourself to holy obedience. It will bring you very great blessing. As your faith strengthens, Stand back in awe as I perform through your smallness. Marvel that the Master would display his art in mere clay like you. Sanctified surrender. Soil provides life-giving nutrients to grow roots and produce miracles that are ripened. Self-sufficiency becomes God-reliance, and all around you, there is provision, waiting to be found. With your purity preserved, in us, you will have plenty of goodness, lacking nothing as you seek our purpose. Trials do not have to rob your sense of securement in me. Let pressure perfect your character and crystallize your calling. Keep steady during the seasons of adversity and the seasons of waiting. The harvest of the answer to your prayers, the fruit of your requests, will gestate and become full-term fruits at the very moment that I designed. In the meantime, hold tenaciously to my promises and hold lightly to earthly expectations of delay. Just because you cannot yet see that I am developing in unseen realms, that does not cancel out what progress and what purpose I am doing. Perseverance will bring a reward far outmeasuring present pain. Despise not the thing I am forming within you in the womb of this waiting season. My timing is perfect. Waiting and working are equally energized and earnest. I give into you daily supernatural energy adequate to the challenges set before you. Do not bow to increasing tiredness, nor give way to fruitless fatigue. There is grace enough for each little step of this sacred journey. Fight stress with my presence. Exchange worry for worship in coming to my feet. Let my love deconstruct all the destructive thinking, and where you find yourself wanting, know that I am more than enough to come and fill those voids. Give me your best, even if it's just a pile of messy attempts, and I'll provide my spirit to bring forth clarity and coherence. Learn this great lesson of submission prematurely to the governing ones. This will refine you for greater influence. Lay down impatience, harshness, and rebellion. Put on humility, honor, and new garments of wholehearted service. The call of heaven high requires character equally high for stewardship, which I am pleased by your perseverance through the growing responsibility. Maturity is a growing virtue, hence, fret not at your stumbles. My discipline develops staying power and skill. Your sympathizing leadership will attract all those people who are out there searching for reality, who see my winning ways demonstrated through your life. I am investing now in building capacity for a mighty harvest and reward later, as souls are drawn to me through your sincerity. This work of inner transformation serves an eternal weight of glory. So come now, my beloved, cease striving to secure your significance through ceaseless productivity. While you steward time and talents well, I want nothing but for you to do so. Your value is only and ever in the full acceptance of me, not in the rise and fall of performance. Essential lateness to me can neither be earned nor undone. So may you unhook identity from career or crowd's cheers. Anchor into me alone. I am welcoming you to deeper dimensions of fruitful rest in my presence, quieting pace-setting anxiety, attuning your spirit to my gentle heartbeat, learning reliance anew here at my feet. Sip satisfaction out of the well of living waters that I offer. Allow me to realign your priorities and anchor peace in your purposeful pursuit. We will walk this adventure steadily together, my beloved child. I come in this day to bring comfort and direction to your weary soul. Oh yes, the burdens of this world weigh heavily upon you, and many times the way is darkened by shadows. But cheer up, I have not left you to walk all alone. Let my light guide your paths as I renew your spirit unto joy and hope. But, my dear child, be not ashamed to come unto me. I long for us to know each other most intimately. I understand the doubts and fears that creak the loudest in your faith. And so I reach out my hand in invitation and call you to come with me once more, down a path that is now overgrown, yet once so well known. I will go ahead and clear the debris that is blocking the way. No wall can separate us, be it ever so high. Wondrous secrets would I desire to whisper to thee when thou takes my hand in trust, conversing in the stillness of the night. For thou alone hast known my thoughts and ways. To thee I have revealed my plans, a heritage of blessings hitherto undreamed. Then my wisdom make thou thine, using for good and not vain ambition, Pay heed always. Do you first ensure your obligation be that of the blessing of your family, whom alike I love? But never let your own most inward circle be the last to know the reach of their own hands, for a house divided cannot stand. All will collapse beneath its own great weight. Always seek the humble place, and remember that envy does not care, yet prosperity seeks mercy, and not for avarice. Open wealth allows growth, but a hand that is tight will starve the soul. For life's real treasures do not lie in silver or in gold, but in the worth of your hearth and home. Respect your connections more than fortune. Therefore, into great plenty you shall swell, and with me tread in paths of right. Every new day, take time to sit before my presence. Within my word is where true knowledge lies. Drink freely from that fount. Spread kindness in all directions the way of life takes you. This is my noble work, to lift the fallen, to heal the sick, and to spread the balm of pardon. So you become my hands and heart extended in a hurting world. And as you give, so it will be given back in full measure, for bounty flows from open hands. Beloved, I am here to guide and uplift you with my words. Join this community by subscribing, and let my message of hope and love bring you peace and inspiration every day. Where you go, there I am also. Whether you feel my presence or not, I see and know your frame and all your ways. Not one sparrow falls unknown to me, so how much more do I see you, know your fears, and understand your thoughts. Those heavy laden come to me, and in me find sweet rest. My plan for you is filled with goodness and hope. Believe me today and walk in confidence down roads once uncertain, but now bright with my light shining sure. The past, with its regrets and what might have been, shall fade as the new dawn breaks. Its radiance reveals destiny's road meant for you alone. I have bestowed gifts on you rare to equip your journey, but not to be neglected. What is the profit of buried treasure? Oh, use well these tools I give to bless and lift these bowed hearts. For this you were made. Walk gently in humility down the roads others travel. Judge no one hastily, but seek, instead, to understand before throwing blame. Hatred breeds more, and mercy nourishes the soul. Pursue peace with those nearby, both friend and seeming foe. In this way, harmony will mark your days. When adversity assails, fix your eyes on me. I will show the wise response, the word to be correctly spoken in order to diffuse contentiousness and create community where once were thorns. I am come to life. The dark night of weeping yields to joy's bright dawning. The storm yet rages, but will pass. My presence brings wholeness and healing balm. I break oppression's yoke and fling wide prison doors long shut by rust and indifference. Again breathe the sweet air of freedom. Hell's mightiest hosts in vain resist the onward march of the triumphant church going forth in my name. Though raging wildly, Satan has lost the war. His end is ruined. Therefore gird high thine ensign of praise, even amidst thy sorrows. Declare my victory unto souls that are bowed down. Shout that the tomb is bare, that the sting of death is nullified. Publish good tidings of salvation to all who will give ear. Healing and hope belong to all who believe. A new era dawns now. Watch and pray as wonders unfold. Miracles confirm my word afresh with signs and power. But guard your heart from pride. At the end of days, many claim my name but lack my spirit's seal. Flee selfish ambition that corrodes the bond of unity. Seek to lift others up, not to gain the acclaim for yourself. Put no trust in princes, nor for any child of men to save. I am he who redeems and heals. All ways of self-fulfillment end with the emptiness of the desert. Pour yourself out for others. Count your life as lost if my kingdom only is advanced. Then shall you walk in true dominion and eternal victory with your King. My child, how my heart yearns for you. When tempests rake or the road ahead stretches out as if endlessly drear, the blackest night shines bright to me. No second sun do I require to light the way. Where human vision fades, through every shadow mine eye pierces. When yours fails, mine is full, undimmed. Have I not said that I will never leave you stranded or alone? My presence shall cheer your heart when all other comforts flee. I will raise up your head and put new songs upon your lips. Your weeping shall turn to laughter bright and full. Sorrow endured but for a season, but joy welled up eternal. You need only call my name when adversity strikes. I will answer quickly. My grace shall absolve your deepest wound when you but ask. No matter the offense, my love covers all. No one is beyond the reach of my mercy when contrition flowers. Let no proud heart convince you differently, for the haughty judge only by what is outwardly shown. But I test the inmost chambers of each heart and weigh motivations invisible to human eyes. Do not listen to those who say I do not fully pardon, regardless of how great an offense one has committed. The cross has blazed an irrevocable trail to my heart, where healings abound. That sacred tree has nullified Satan's every accusation against you. Unworthy, though you truly are, do not wallow, therefore, needlessly in guilt for wrongs long past. My blood speaks, grace and louder. My passion has ransomed your soul and opened wide the gates of mercy, beckoning you to enter joy's halls. Regret gains nothing but allows you to be robbed of strength for today's tasks. The enemy wants you bound to yesteryear's fears and thereby blind to the bright and cheerful tomorrow I intend to bring forth into your life. You leave dead tombs to their dust and lost ghosts to haunt their shadows. For today, you have got living work that needs your hands and feet. Redeem this moment in faithful obedience, and tomorrow will unfold sweeter promise still. But much yet remains to show you, hidden by the dullness of the eye that only sees by rote tradition. From my book do such wonders flow. Lift up those pages and drink of wisdom, old yet never stale, for in those leaves are laid for you secret maps to life's treasure. For adventure waits, yea, is the way open for those daring enough to follow. Will you? Will you walk the glory road with your Lord? I have opened a door, which was hidden and sealed closely until now. None can close it, which heaven's King has opened. No barred is the way to the worthiest who, once forlorn, when sin-forged bars unbreakable, unmeant of human means come, holding the secret key to Holy of Holies. The hearts of all who believe find unseen since bowers of Eden were lost. No more cherubim placed to guard the access to forbidden fruit. Eat, fill yourself, drink, and know life eternal. For quite a price did I pay to purchase this meal. But count it my gift to you, evidence of extravagant love. Never forget this lavish sacrifice, the one that tore the veil, giving you access to the sacred place in my very heart. But each hungering pain, it proclaims your need for me, the bread come down from heaven to feed the famished soul. I waiting you at love's table spread. My book foretold the ancient path where blameless feet once trod in closest commune with their God. But brambles and chokes of indifference had o'er-meandered the narrow way. Only the ghosts walked there then. Love said, make straight in wilderness a highway for the feet once more. Now the signs fulfill the words. To far-off paths neglected, opened are they. Whoso will may come to waters of the living, still honey, still free. Why should we then at empty vessels tarry, that round their reedy sides with clustered filth are grown? Sometimes we look for reward in the wrong places. My love, you are worth more than all the treasures of this world. No profane vault overflows with such treasure of mine as that which I lavish upon my people. You are royalty, ransomed and restored. Your nobility ensures eternal rewards earth has not seen nor dared dream. Therefore, be unashamed, with head lifted high, even if in rags of poverty and sorrows. The kingdoms of this age totter toward inevitable ruin, while my kingdom stands forever. Oh, the mystery of amazing grace, that love himself would robe flesh and come to you who spurned his call, and chase shadows that pass in the night. For the untouchable was not refusing the cross for you, but he rather embraced the awfully gory symbol of disobedience in shame and scorn. Why such extravagant compassion for rebels born under the curse of your wrath? Because my nature, whose very being is love, is one of extravagance. I covet jealously each soul bought at such cost. My longing is without restraint in the hunt for straying sheep. So boldly come when desperation wrecks fragile hopes. At my feet dump the bitter load of fear and exchange it for enduring peace that the world can neither steal nor destroy. My dear child, your super thanks supports our calling to illuminate the world with God's message. Click the super thanks button to walk alongside me in bringing hope to many. Boundless blessings await you in return. Now my strength is made perfect in weakness. He can glory in his weaknesses, that my strength may be glorified in abundance. I will substitute for you the life of my power, boundless and ever fresh as the dawn. Futures full of awesome unknowns no longer hold terror for my people when they repose, banishing all doubts about their shepherd. Not in storehouses of goods, nor in clever plans divorced from my power, does your security lie. Faith builds on purposeful sway over unseen outcomes, assured in love's promises kept. So walk the high road with head uplifted. Though storms assail, light yet gleams through the gloom to point the upward path. Scars of former trials now tell hope unabashed to hearts submerged in current night. The morning yet breaks when again the night bends the knee to blushing day spring, succumbing to love's sweet triumph. Though Satan rages and multitudes love night more than light, the cross stands tall. Choose rather joy, and give up the vain chase of those mirages, airy, vain, hollow their promises, wire ever out of reach in the wind. But I give substance, securing with cords of loving kindness all who seek my face. Abide in the shadow my grace provides. Then you will walk paths once uncertain and threatening with boldness and cheer. Indeed, my presence brings an endless supply to the hungry heart. Now the adventure really starts. My dearest one, I speak these words directly from my divine realm to you. Open your heart and hearken unto me, for I desire to bestow upon your soul my limitless love and infinite wisdom. You have been through so much in your journey thus far: heartbreak, betrayal, loss. Such visceral pains cut sharply, like a knife to flesh. Yet, you cannot turn away from love or retreat within in fear and distrust. Verily, I say unto thee, the changes occurring around you, though hard, are under my guidance to clear the path of obstacles and people of evil intent to you. Don't get too caught up. Don't be afraid to not be alone. Be unceasing in your prayers and thanksgiving, in everything, no less, even for what is yet to come your way which you do not as yet understand or know. Respond to everyone with compassion, and don't give in to fear or judgment. I am near, always, my child. My ways are complicated in blessing you beyond your imagination. Only trust in my timing, and rest secure in my arms. I know it feels like abandonment when relationships fall apart and things just slip away. Please do not lose hope when people do not value your love. It is the way of human bonds, fragile and impermanent, subject to the winds of change. If certain souls are to leave your life, then so be it, no bitterness. Wish them well, let pain transform into wisdom. Never, in time, shall you walk alone, dear one, for I shall always walk beside you. Hellos and goodbyes, the coming and going in the realm of earthly attachments, is sweet and yet bitter. This does not demean your worth, for you are beyond measure loved in my kingdom and purposefully made for a special, one-of-a-kind destiny. Take heart and press on along the path I light ahead of you. Your spirit will be pulled on by the past, but you must by no means turn back now. Among the stars is your true home, where light shines bright and loving souls of similar spirit are in serene rest. I will lead the way. You have only to ask. Perhaps you wonder why I permit injustice at the hands of those who would do evil to happen to those of good heart. Why life's way can be so hard. Be certain that suffering and evil do not come from me, but from mortal weaknesses in the gift of free will. Yet all that suffering is redeemed for a higher purpose by my divine love. Behold, life is a classroom, and its challenges serve as opportunities for growth in wisdom, resilience, and compassion. Slowly but surely, the veil will lift, and all shall become plain. Until then, cleave to faith, pray often, that your inward light may be replenished as the shadows come near to overwhelm you. Even the blackest night gives place to dawn, breaking in breathtaking beauty. You are more powerful than you could ever think, my child. Believe so at all times. I do know you feel so inadequate to be receiving my blessings, given the past mistakes that haunt your spirit. Please let go of such heavy judgment of self. My sacrifice did indeed purify you from the stain of sin. Receive such a gift of grace freely given and with glee. Focus not on lack but on wholeness, as you are in my eyes. Flaws and failures teach deeper humility, tilling the soil for redemption, seeds to sprout. You are perfectly loved as you are. My sweetheart, never forget this. So now is your time to be in love with your authenticity and follow wherever this wisdom of your soul dictates. Many tribes, talents, and callings weave an interfaced tapestry that reflects divine intent. Yours is but one luminous thread, yet indispensable to the entire fabric. Dare to let your light shine unapologetically and uninhibitedly. There is no need to put out that light by trying to fit into what's expected of you on the outside, which eats away at your spirit. Attention and energy go together. Intend to manifest what you will in this world. Bless first those closest around you through loving words and deeds. Small acts of kindness can heal a relationship stretched thin by lifetime hurts and misunderstandings. Pride and ego frequently get in the way of reconciliation. However, if two souls embroiled in conflict humble themselves before one another, peace can gently emerge. What power words of apology, forgiveness, and compassion can do to dissolve anger and hurt. I'll help guide those exchanges if you sincerely desire restoration. Dear heart, your life's purpose is to tread along the pathway of divine love with footprints of grace, though you dwell within a mortal framework. You'll always, to some extent, feel lonely and want to belong. I've created you in duality, mortal, yet eternal, human, yet divine. By design, tension exists between the ego and the spirit, between flesh and soul. But as you continue on, your earthly identity starts to be stripped away, and a more enlightened understanding of the greater purpose of your life will be revealed. There will come a point when you will perceive every creation of light and darkness, righteousness and unrighteousness, has a singular source, that is, your God. You will be fast persuaded that all creatures with a conscience have a spark of the holy inside them, for the most part buried and forgotten in slumber. You will then learn that your own holiness is not something to be earned, not something to be achieved. It is there. Only love is real. Everything else fades away when viewed from the shores of heaven. Cling not to shadows, not to riches, fame, attachments to the world, but hold on to that eternal flame that never dies inside you. There is a fulfillment that goes even beyond your wildest dreams. The realm of manifest matter is limited and transient. All shall be reduced to dust and stardust in the crucible of time. The energy that animates existence was never destroyed and lives on timelessly. You are such a vessel for this divine force. Your purpose, at each and every moment, is to channel loving kindness into whatever mundane or extraordinary tasks each day presents. There will be those who would extinguish that light in the darker souls, yet not awakened. Bring compassion into your heart for those lost souls whose words and actions bring additional sorrow into the world. If any would seek to hurt or bind your shining spirit with word or action, then have pity on them, bless, and let them go forth free into my custody. None can abase your intrinsic value, O love, without your leave. You are of light, courage, and moral conviction, a superb being. Never forget. Thus, in holy service, you shall forsake self-will in order to bestow your will on God and start to see your destiny. More miraculously, more incredibly so than you could ever imagine. Signs and portents shall open up to help guide you on when threads of the tapestry of life come into alignment. Hold on and learn to trust. Most of all, in my infinite wisdom. Be thankful for lessons learned during troubled times. where the seeds of awakening and spiritual growth lie. Your family links will thus heal and be replenished through open, honest communication from the heart, from mutual understanding. Pride is often what prevents this sort of openness in sharing, and with humility and vulnerability, the soil is created that allows the relationships to take on these real, deepening experiences. Speak your truth simply, but with loving kindness. Your truth, listen with openness, and don't judge others when they do the same. Bit by bit, through revelation and ironing out differences, family bonds can go from broken to unshakable. Still, change happens in small steps. My child, do not fear anything in following your divinely purposed fate. The universe unfolds precisely like it's meant to. Just have a little faith in that, even when things look against you. Any doors closing at this time reflect only the fact that your soul has become too great for some of its former avenues, and now nobler ones stand open. The advance of light cannot be deterred. No power upon earth can arrest or obstruct the spread of love. Do not clutch at outworn forms, beliefs, or relationships, dear ones, which do not now feed and sustain you. For the old must sometimes be broken apart or mogged to create a place for the new to come forth in its brilliance. Be the conduit through which this holy alchemy pours out. Let my angelic mentors support you in your journey into fuller health. You are the conduit through which the divine love and wisdom pours into the void that ignorance creates. Let my words ring in your soul. I am the door that stands unbarred, the lamp in the shadow, the word for the voiceless. From the timeless and spaceless, I do come, touching each soul with redeeming grace. Go in peace, my beloved, and remember always that you are eternally safe within my embrace. I will never abandon or forsake you. We shall never be parted, for I am inside you, closer than breath, nearer than heartbeat. Wherever in your life you may need comfort or advice, retire inwards through prayer or silence, and there I am. Life is a journey in which you will find tribulations, broken hearts, senseless injustice, and apparently futile efforts. Being human has a price to pay in tears, but also in festival and beauty. If you keep wide awake, no matter what happens, stand quiet at the eye of the whirlwind, for I am that invincible center that absurd shifting circumstance cannot reach. I am thy eternal Father, thy refuge, thine abode. We are one consciousness, expressed in infinite form. Know this above all, and be free. My peace is abiding with thee now, and forevermore in this life, as in the hereafter. May thy soul wake up to remember who thou really art, one shining strand in the great tapestry I have woven. Go, my light, beloved child, and know you are loved forever. My child, hearken to my voice. I am the Alpha and the Omega, he who formed you and knows you better than you know yourself. Ordained for blessing and purpose before time began, I ordained you. Those storms may rage about you. Take heart, you're secure in my hands. I see your struggles, and I have not abandoned you. At all times pray to me, looking not at the tempest, but at my promises. Your faith and trust are not missed in heaven's courts. At the right time, you shall indeed see my might as I reverse every curse. Expect divine reversals as I dispel the powers of darkness. Prepare for every blessing to permeate every sphere as I fold your household in intercession. And I will guard and keep them as the apple of my eye, set apart a daily hour, seeking my face together. Though trials come, my compassions fail not. I never leave. Lest he that deceives steal my blessings and turn you away to slight the loving God who bought you. Daily remind those dearest to you concerning their origin in me when you are devout in prayer. Then I will keep you. No plague shall fall on your homes. Disease and need shall turn back at the sound of my name. Champs of angels stand guard over you. No spells can come near you. I created each one in your family with utmost care. All of them have a divine assignment. None can be snatched from my hand. Did I not promise to be your daily hedge of protection? As I am opening the windows of heaven for you, all that I ask is that in return, you give me enduring loyalty and love. My living word stands forever as a witness to my covenant promises. If you will but believe, outstanding miracles shall attest to my word. Seek me with a mustard seed of faith, and I will move heaven and earth to uphold my pledge. I caution that you may look to be astounded with the otherworldly, for eye has not seen nor ear heard what I shall do in homes that have given me welcome. That which is impossible bows to humility and thanksgiving. I never change. My covenant with you cannot be broken. I have given you my spirit and the gifts that I will continue to renew. I receive the deepest delight from your welfare. Your motives and attitudes give me pleasure. It also gives me pleasure when you plead with your service ministers for those in your care. In me, you will discover all that you will ever need. Come close to me for faith, power, wisdom, and patience. Drink deeply from the well of my love and acceptance. A long-awaited miracle, even now, races towards its birthing hour. Let hope and joy permeate you, for this God-ordained turnaround shall surely transpire. Remember my deliverances in former times. Will I not also liberate you now? I have not appointed you to wrath, but to obtain salvation. You are an overcomer. Wherever you go, streams in the desert will open before you. Go, announce my kingdom in all the earth. The darkness evaporates at the brightness of my coming. No weapon formed against you will finally succeed. My blood speaks better things than the blood of Abel. You have my name for a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are safe. I'm allowing you to be more conscious of the might of my spirit. When I stretch forth to touch you, it's not to just evoke feelings, but light holy fire for victory. My touch anoints with disciplines to stand amidst opposition. You will clear the field of enemies by my spirit, overthrowing their devices. No situation will intimidate you, because greater is he who is in you. Your endurance amazes even the principalities in the heavens. Yet, do not forget the source of your fortitude. It is my life in you. Where there was mourning, now there is joy, unspeakable joy. For where there was disorientation, now there is clarity and divine strategy. I have shifted you from being unknown into a pneumatic wonder by my resurrection power. Even those who knew a former you are astonished at the supernatural finish. This is a work in tally, ensuring that the latter will be higher measured against the former. Wherever you go, favor envelops you like a shield. Appearances of my spirit will always outdistance human effort. Stop trying and recognize me as God. While anxious concern is not of bad motives, but excessive labor deceives wandering sheep and leaves them empty. My yoke, however, is the path of true effectiveness and rest. My precious child, do not keep this blessing to yourself. Share it with a soul who needs to feel my peace today. Now is the time to let go of expectations. Be still before me and listen to my instructions. I see every detail of your situation, the weight, the opposition, the faith struggles, and I am not going to leave you burdened by these things forever. Allow me to speak peace and healing to body, mind, and spirit. It's not just a figure of speech that my word uses to describe hosts encamping around the righteous. Haven't I proved to you a very present help in times of trouble in the past? Why should this panic be beyond my power and love? Ask of me. I charge you to place your anxieties. Drink from my fountains of joy. Let me restore your spirit and replenish faded dreams. I know you feel the necessity of standing on your own feet. You have acquired inward and terrific resources, but you also had to acknowledge that you couldn't make your way alone. Bring your bundled burdens to my feet. In my redemption, you will rediscover radical freedom. No shame in embracing my support. Was there not a time you sought me ardently? I remember the passion and thrill of our early friendship. Perpetual busyness slowly numbed your spiritual senses. And I am jealous for us to recapture that fervency. Pause from productivity. Create space for intimacy with me. My living word will bring healing and form into your will. A weary heart, you really must take this allotted time with me at present. If any unfinished business have come between us, don't hesitate. I make myself right available as your Redeemer to be your peacemaker. Will you take my hand as I lead you to revealing truth? My tender embrace awaits. There, find joy and peace always. I am aware that either distraction or apathy has made some of your brethren ignorant of your struggle, but many intercede, lifting you before my face constantly in prayer. They do this out of the deepest love for you, but often lack the means to express it. Take the spirit of isolation captive. You are made for each other. Allow thanksgiving to bubble up from within you liberally for every provision, great or small. Develop a supernatural optimism that is rooted in my goodness. Posture yourself before me in that way, and you will find your strength in praise. Let my spirit multiply your smile into medicine that heals relationships and atmosphere. Walking in love, estranged ones will behold our life in you and come home to us. Faithfully honor those currently in your path. Destiny connections await. I've sanctified you as my holy habitation. The divine exchange is permanent, my righteousness for your sin. Grace has established you securely in blessing. As I unroll what is ahead in your future, powerful purpose will fill you with energies and motivations that transcend your highest dreams. My blueprints carry with them intricately ordained encounters to further advance my kingdom. But first, preeminence must come within your household and inner circle. I have therefore set you apart for their welfare. The high call upon you is that you would love and feed those closest to you. Yes, your level of supernatural impact from this ground zero will spread very swiftly to touch multitudes across oceans and lands. But never forget, charity begins where you are planted. When adversity howls, learn to see it as the forerunner to promotion. Lean wholly on my strength. Together, we will scale summits that the human eye has not seen. I am closer than your breath. Our conversation nurtures my spirit. Tell me your dreams, and I am a dad who, without hesitation, floods your field with abundant rain, all gift-wrapped, pre-time intentions. I bless you because I want to bless you. You have these covenant rights to sonship by grace alone. All trees of life discharge the source of resources in this place. My love, you lack nothing, only abundance. And now, as I crown your year with goodness, surely even earthly storehouses will overflow. But know that my highest provision is intimacy, the joy of knowing me, even as I know you. All else must radiate from this holy exchange. Therein lies the key to every long-held dream fulfilled. I call you into deeper waters to understand my jealousy over you, that strong love that leaves me restless to be with you. There is not any human love to compare. No earthly passion can rival or burn in me for you. Tragically, so few grasp this reality of my heart, that they spurn our tryst to chase vain shadows. Oh, how this grieves my spirit. For every child carries their words and deeds before my searching eyes. Let honesty remain your guide. I bless those who chase after our relationship with honest speech that encourages others. But I, God, detest hypocrisy. Those who declare love with lips then tear with tongues, I will judge. A corrupt heart mars its master. Kindness only flows from a source fed by my presence. Let me help you to develop purity and a passion for service. Humility is the ground in which destiny's seeds grow tall. I have given you power to overcome every enemy and to trample them under your feet. No confederacy of demons should be able to stop or hinder you. The battle has been set firmly in your favor. Learn the use of warfare equipment, and victory shall be certain. But remember always, the battle is mine. I will not hold back when I need to glorify my strength through you. You will overcome because I already have. I have gone ahead of you as the forerunner. It is finished, my darling. The labor ends only when you rest in my finished work by faith. As you rest in me, I continue to trim and purify, that my character shall shine unbridled from your life. I will gently cleanse you of past regrets and sins and give, in exchange, a future designed by my own hand. It is my heartbeat of forgiveness that makes all things new. I will perfect that which concerns you. No more night has come, but joy has come in the morning. A new day now dawns. I will take you and make you to bring forth fruit that shall remain. Out of your inmost being will flow rivers of life, touching countless numbers of people. Those who are closest to you will be the first to notice and take a heed. Even known friends and dear ones will be struck dumb at the outward evidence of invisible power. For my Holy Spirit has become settled upon you to begin to convert the ordinary into my extraordinary, until my glory leaves a trail behind you. But that still makes it your daily discipline, that you would tend this holy flame and nurture intimacy with me through time alone in my word and in prayer. In the place of the broken meeting, the secret things are revealed, the dreams. What I make known to you in secret is not to be thrown to the wind. That needs careful stewardship, not casual exposure. Treat revelation as a golden vial. Dispense it judiciously upon desperate souls. Let wisdom separate the vessels that are worthy of such precious ointment. Do not confuse men's adulation with faith. Neither should you sense depth in the throng's search for signs. Men will flock to you with selfish appetites, yet a friend will seek nothing but the breaking of my bread. True leadership is always found in servanthood, not in posture. My yoke of command lays light upon the neck of humility. If I promote you, be sure you remain lowly in service. Do you realize that, within your own power and influence, you can, in essence, honor another above yourself? Pour out honor wherever you can. Lift drooped heads, and your mouth, with its power of creation, can raise up, side by side, destruction or ruin. Unsheathe the sword to speak benedictions alone, to speak life. Refuse all vitriol, for it will wear away at the very blessings I desire to present. Be life and breath to one another. Strengthen the arms of those sent to stand beside you. Rejoice as rivers in their deserts break forth. As one piece of iron sharpens another, so shall you shine sevenfold. In seasons of misinterpretation, bear a wrong without seeking redress. Bring your case before the heavens and see if I will not one day make every crooked place straight. I allow injustice to school and season you. The fruit of patience is sweet. The mature sons of God will one day receive the crown of life, which is reserved for overcomers. My glory will one day be a vindication in the eyes of all who have challenged you, but until that hour, respond to cursing by making intercession. Bitter waters feed no soul. Only the tree of life bears leaves that bring healing. Proclaim liberty and send forth my word of healing. Set captives free from prisons of pain and lack. Restore sight to blinded souls stumbling in confusion and fear along precarious paths. Take up my torch of truth. It will blaze trails through darkness. As you acknowledge and evidence my kingdom, build and coronate with words rather than crush and kill. Make my works of power in ministry, humility, and love manifest. Beloved, you have entered into the valley of weeping and brought it to harvest under my peace. Therefore, I am pleased. Our covenant demands blessing with no sorrow attached, days of heaven on earth with no night of trials. The cycle is, even at this moment do I, by that lifeblood and thy own link with it, that witness-bearing part of thee which lives through time and cleanse the eternal in thee. Angels even now carry thee into large, sweet places, a land indeed flowing with milk and honey. Lean years shall return no more. Lack shall stalk you no more. Foreboding wait your seed no more. Beloved child, if this message has reached deep within you, press that like button as a sign of your trust in my love. Let it be a small act of faith. Dear child, I will make sure nothing shall lack towards you. This I promise as your supplier. I know your situation and needs. Do not worry over your situation. Just shut your eyes, remember my word, and your mind and heart shall be at peace and rest. So many doors are around you which shall open. Go ahead and approach these doors with power and boldness. I dare you. And in doing it, be not afraid. For lo, I am going to put the words in your mouth to speak. Take the step forth today and move into your journey. Do not let the fear paralyze you. When you rise and walk, the windows of heaven shall open to you, and I shall shower you with abundant, really beautiful blessings. You will reap provisions of plenty, free from debt or debtors. You will get even more than your expectations. You will not stop sowing and reaping from sharing, giving, and blessing. So it shall be, henceforth, every day, every month, and every year. So play back and listen to my words over and over until it comes across precisely my command. Feed yourself from my word written, and advance in the forefront confidently. It's now time to wake up. Let your faith be set on fire, burns, and fasten the race I've reserved for you for long. Erase from your past all the memories of defeat and guilty. To decide to go on, to fight daily, not to pay attention to hearsay and attacks by people. To forgive, to go on, to forget, and to move on. My words shall be your light, your faith a sword, and I will help you cut through your way among the obstacles you might face. To go on, for I will give you the strength to fight. Let me say it again. I am your shepherd, your provider. I know the need, and I shall provide the lack and more. Speak with your lips, with all your heart, that you'll strive further, live on further, and believe further without the bad news that startles you. I know why I do the things I do. I can have the last word. With my power, I can calm roaring winds, part the sea, and make you walk upon the turbulent waves, lift you from the bed of pain, heal your body, and grant your soul healing. I receive your tears when this world betrays you with pain and affliction. You find solace in your faith. You love me, you believe in me. My presence will be felt around you, will be realized within you, and I will fill your soul again with love and tranquility. It is true that time doesn't erase those wounds. I will erase them without any marks. Those trials in this life shall not imprint those marks on you. Through those struggles, you became wiser. I will stupefy you without those ill memories. This is why my hands were nailed to the cross with cold, cruel nails, that your suffering may be borne, that my shed blood purify your guilty heart and restore grace to you, casting away all care and sorrow from your heart. In joy or sadness, in health or sickness, I shall not leave my presence from you. You have my promise. I shall do mighty wonders in your life. It is through them that I reveal the strength of one who receives and obeys my word with a humble, accepting heart when trial and blessing are equal in measure. There are strong situations I shall break for your benefit, battles and trials that shall lead you on to a better situation, things that shall make you stronger. You shall face wisdom-enhancing situations. If I allow it, it is for your good sake. When I say, I am with you and shall protect you from evil, I will. You shall prosper. When I say that whatever good that comes into your hands magnifies and is blessed, you will believe that without one doubt, using none of your failures to justify it or your imperfections either. That you are to truly believe in me, therefore believe in my forgiveness. If you are to seek perfect blessings, ignore the accuser, pay no attention to criticism and slander, and do not subject your thoughts to the envious that seek nothing but to destroy a promising future. Rather than harbor fear and anxiety, feel my hand touching your heart, be filled with joy, peace, hope, faith, confidence. I will fill your life with joy and put praise on your lips. Your life is going to be different. Your blessing is not going to come from the earth. Abundance will grace your home, and you shall no longer be in the bondage of debt and errors that afflict your finances. Your mind is going to tell you that you are going through some lean times. But listen, believe my words, and look around with the eyes of your faith. Be keen on the opened doors and opportunities. Value and treat well all you may meet on your path. For I will bring many extraordinary individuals into your life to reach out and extend a hand to you just as I do. Be friendly, be kind, and treat all with respect. I bless you, and I will use you in astonishing ways beyond your imagination. All the waiting things that I want to perform through you, especially in times such as these of hardships. You shall rise, you shall shine in the midst of darkness. You shall be my witness. The fact is that what you are reading and hearing me, I share with many of my sons and daughters. Not all believe me, and others simply do not want to receive it, providing thousands of excuses. They choose to trust in those who tell them that they have to stay a slave in pain, in sin, in misery, and in sorrow, and do not want to hear anything about my blessings, words, and promises. But I say to you, love me, believe in me. You have to, or you'll waste so much of that precious time, just refusing to accept the grace on offer in those limbs of yours. But I knew you were different. It's just I've tested you so many times. I knew, further inside, you believe in me, and I love you very much. Accept my grace now. You are in my hands, in my arms. You wrap me under your roof. I protect you. Fear yes, no men that shall rise up against you. They will strive with me. Your problems may be several, but I will rescue you. Those that desire your ruin shall be ashamed and confounded concerning you. See now how they compass you about to be better than you, but I will step right in. I'll furnish help unto you. After a little, you shall turn your face, and there are your enemies no longer. So very many are angry because they cannot get the best of you. They do not know that it is your mightiest pal that holds you dear, your God, your Savior. Just have faith, trust me, for there are no impossibilities etched in me. Believe and proceed. I am with you. In advance, proceed boldly. I have augmented your faith. I have enabled you to walk on water and to do battle and overcome any malignant force. You are now brave and not fearful anymore. You do not fight alone. Take off fears and anxieties. Rise up with thine sword and keep fighting. Prepare yourself for the blessings that shall come. For indeed, the land before you is a conquered land. In every situation, I am going to give the answers and the way out. I have anointed you with my Spirit to heal and encourage many hearts. I will bless your family, and I will bring peace and harmony into your home. Soon, you will begin to feel this difference. My presence will rule within your house, and the bad forces from which you have been suffering will depart and never come back. Seek me, and you shall find rest for your soul. Trust me in my promises, in my word. I am your God, your rock, your health, your strength, your salvation. Take my hand firmly, and you shall not fall. I am your protector, your Lord, your healer. Declare now, with all your might, that you believe in me. Cling with all your heart to your faith in me. I love you. I have been, I am, and I shall always be with you. Pray for your family. You have to do it. Your prayer is so strong and powerful. You have seen me so many times answering when you come into my presence. How your family has seen me answer brings them many struggles back. Perhaps you can see smiles on their faces, but within themselves they are suffering. Come before my altar on your knees. Start to make intercessions, weep. I will put a spiritual protection hedge around your family. I will not let the enemy touch them. I will rescue them from troubles and failures. I will plant wisdom within their hearts. I will open the doors that were closed before, and they will see big opportunities that have been hidden from them. Child, let my inspiration flow through you. Pass this message to someone in need of my comfort and strength. I will give strength, rest, peace, and inspiration to find the words when talking to their loved ones gently. They shall not say wounding words, and really feel their emotions and understand they supposed may hold on and know that they are loved, or they will not like some situations. So yours be it to bless them, my sorrowing ones, and when you approach them, pat them gently on the head. And as you do so, my blessing will flow down from your hands, extracting all sorrow from their hearts. I will break each chain and heal their hearts. Speak my word to them, that they never forget my promises. Be careful to mention my name in your house with respect, and issues should slowly disappear, and my presence should rule in your family. For one day you will see, with lots of joy, the change in their lives. Their character shall be reformed, and many who seem to have vanished shall get on the correct path and reach the promised destination. So hold on to me, and do not let the events you witness wear you out. I have a grand scheme, and my scheme always comes into being. No one can stand in its way. However, someone from your house believes very strongly in me, someone who prays for your family with faith and dedicates their life to me, and that is you. You are praying over them, and I am the one to blow up mountains. I'm the one going to give you victory. I love you and love them also. Rest with me because in my hands I have your present, your future, and the blessings ordained for your life. It is testimony that I have picked you. If you believe and value my word, then those who would see you put to shame will be amazed by the supernatural miracles I shall do in you in these days. I raise your head, wipe away your tears, and grant you peace. I bring joy to your life. Come and listen to what I promise each day. Open your Bible, sit in silence, read, and feed your starving heart. Be strong and feel my great strength within you. So often do you lift your eyes to heaven for an answer, but this day I bid you look no more to the sky, for I'm already answering your prayers and petitions. That which you have asked of me, I do according to my will. In your household, someone has to believe in me with unwavering faith. Pray with all their might from the bottom of their heart, and never lose faith, and that someone is you. You pray over your family, and I will surround them, round the clock, with my angelic hosts. Do not let doubts darken your mind. I will always love you. Your life is in my hands, and I wish to help you succeed in the midst of them, to overcome dejection, to set your heart on the future, to march forward without letting go so that you succeed, and I want you to prosper. Trust in me as your heavenly Father. Feel free to talk with me and express your real needs, for I want you to know me, to feel me as a great friend. Stretch out your hand and know that you can always lean on me. Speak to me with your lips. Share your thoughts, your plans, your deepest desires. Share your feelings, for speaking with me benefits your soul and calms your mind. For as you utter what you feel in your own words, you turn on your faith, and miracles will start to happen. This is the day to say all you want to say and, at the same time, to hear all I have to say to you. I am not here to condemn you, rebuke you, or even remind you of your failure. You see, my child, it is just my spirit whispering softly in your ear. I'm telling you that I love you. With much longing I await the light of each morning so that you may open your eyes and, with your thoughts, tell me that you need me and that you love me. Beautiful words, these are your praise, your worship, and they reach my throne. With the rising of the sun, my presence fills your life, your family, and your whole house. Therefore, remember that amidst everything, I am here to help you. I won't hold back from you things that you're going to pray for, not for anything in this world. Against their blessing, I will reply as quickly as possible, covering you with my love. Give me your thoughts. Give me your heart. Drop into my hands those that take away your faith, your dreams. Let these storms that begin in your mind no longer rage. Do not let the great winds of despair take you roaring down the streets of pain. Whose words are you going to listen to? The cries of despondency, the lies of failure, or the loving words that fall out of my mouth? You do not have to wallow in sorrow anymore, when I showed you just a number of times that if you are believing in my word, I will fling the gates of heaven wide open for you. You are my child. My own shall by no means dwell in darkness. My spirit accompanies you, comforts you wherever you go. It is not a coincidence that you hear this now. I have seen the conflicts in your life, the wounds which your adversaries inflicted upon you in the past, and why you are still hurting. I have come to save you from this pain. I have come to shield you with my wings, to hide you under my shadow. Listen well, read with diligence, and believe totally. I do not wish to see you hurting anymore. Whatever you are going through, know that it is not some kind of anger or displeasure on my part. I love you, and I will always. What must be crystal clear to you by now is that I have come to lift you up once and for all, to heal you of your discouragement, and to set you free from failure. You will arise and go toward your blessing. Even when you feel weary, even when you're bleeding and hurt, you must take steps of faith once more. Have faith once again that you will receive miraculous healing in the moment of your faith in me. With every step you take, you shall gain in strength, and you shall be healed. You shall rise up this very moment, for your life shall soon change. How? Simply because I love you, and I am right beside you, and that is all you need to know today. You may be feeling disheartened, as in, it's just so sad, but as you read and listen to my words, your heart shall fill up with peace, happiness, encouragement, and faith. And here's what I want you to do for me too. I am going to ask something of you. I want you to remember my sweet love today all day long. Just remember it a couple of times. Yours, too. Don't bother any longer with the most uncomfortable memories that left a mark on your life. Days of prayer are coming, and days of convalescence, lost blessings will come back. And to you, I shall open the locked doors, and heaven will flush on you torrents of good things, bringing prosperity and resting to your soul. You must walk with surety from now on, knowing that I am your God, Father in heaven, almighty and full of love for you, as you live without doubt, living your purposeful life with passion and determination. For it is I igniting this fire in your belly. I will be with you all the way. Feel it, sir. Feel an ardent desire in you to obey the commandments of your King, and may you never be ashamed to believe in me and in my word. And delight you will, for your very own eyes shall witness all that I am going to do in your life and in the life of your family, even as all they that are believers in me shall, in due course, have the right in my presence to be heard, and to get the fruit and result of their faith and obedience. Miraculous and wondrous miracles. Miracles. You will soon see so many good things happening in the lives of your loved ones, and that will make you smile. So though you might find some issues and problems, and at times might be a little scared of what lies ahead of you, be reassured that I will never leave you. I will always be with you, in every moment and through every situation. I want to help you. You can talk to me in your heart of hearts, believing I too can hear. Only you also have to be prepared to hear my voice. These written words will speak to your heart alone, infusing you with my spirit. And you will know that nothing nor no one will ever snatch that newfound power I have given you from you. Promise by your own lips you will come to me in living faith, with faith in your daily pleadings. For in you I will wait. I love you, and in this you can be certain. In love, come to tell you, and on this day, speak to your heart that most needed it. My love for you is unconditional, true, and eternal. Nothing can separate you from this great love I feel and I have for you, not even your own sins and mistakes. Yes, even when you have been distant from me, so my loving hand goes out to you, delivering you from the things that bind you and steal your desire to live. When you call upon me, I am here. When you cry out for mercy, I open the doors of my heart to you. When I see you bend your knees, my eyes gaze at you with tenderness. My grace envelops you. Even if you must walk through paths of danger and bitterness, my presence shall illuminate your life amid all darkness. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. I picked the right hour, the right minute, and the right day that you should be born. There is nothing that happens in your life without my consent and saying yes to it. And even if you don't like some things that I am allowing in your life, one day you will know and will acknowledge that I did it for your own good, for your own strength, for your own growth, and because I always have something better for you. My plan is to take you one step higher into the realms of faith and surrender. I want to place my resplendent soul sword in your hands. And when you speak my word, astounding miracles shall occur all around you. You need not believe that you do not deserve what I want to do in you. Enough of that. See yourself as you really are, a true child of God Almighty, a fearless and indomitable warrior, strong, determined, and victorious. Believe this, for this is what receiving and embracing my love will bring. You are not intended for defeat. After these tribulations that you shall overcome by your faith, the beautiful blessing of victory comes to you. Welcome my presence into all that you meet. See it as a beauteous shawl of light folding around you and all that you meet. I am shepherding you to keep in awareness of me in every challenge you meet. When you feel alone or uncertain, know that I am ever near, like a vast canopy of stars which spread across the night sky. Look at Jacob, for instance. running from his brother in tiredness and finding rest upon a rock in a barren land. In his sleep, he was shown heaven, angels, and made promises of my integral presence. And upon awakening, he stated, "Truly the Lord is in this place and I didn't even know it." Not only does this realization appear in Scripture as momentary, but it is a timeless insight for individuals seriously following after me. When you notice weaknesses like this, ingeniously proclaim, "Truly, the Lord is in this place." With such bold readiness, invite me then to open your eyes and heart to my unfailing leadership. This is a prayer that fills me with great joy in being able to respond. I am with you in every step of your life. With every adversity and joy that you experience in your journey of life, remember my presence as part of you. And, in your quiet moments of reflection, be attentive to hearing my whisper, confirming to you that I love you and that you are under my guidance. Let this be the very assurance on which your faith is established. When life gets too complex, let this simple and yet profound truth be your anchor. Indeed, the Lord is in this place. Move on with your day-to-day life, for every moment has just been reminding you that it is my love and presence which are unchanging constants. Whether the ordinary or the extraordinary, victory or defeat, I am there. I bring comfort with me because, through me, you receive the long-promised strength, guidance, and hope. Request for my presence to brighten your path. That's a request from you, which I feel delighted to grant. Just remember, you never walk alone in your journey through the labyrinth of life, whether it be through the thickest forests of doubt or over the most jagged mountains of difficulty. My hand wended wide and near, to guide and steady thee. In the quietude of thy soul shall yes find me, speaking words of wisdom and of peace. My voice is not in the thunders and lightnings, but in the soft breeze and quiet sunset. Every experience you pass through is being woven into the very fiber of life by a great and noble purpose. Trust in my plan, woven with infinite wisdom and endless love. In uncertain and changeful times, take shelter in my promises that never fail. Use my words as a light to your path, guiding you through the darkness to the dawn of understanding and peace. So as you go through your life, be encouraged and compelled by the truth that says, "Surely the Lord is in this place." And, may that be a strength and peace to you today and forever onward. When some need be basic, time, energy, money, take it as a gift. Your lack is not a lack, but an opportunity for my grace to show its glow in sustaining trust. As you live out this day with what seems to be not enough for the day's demands, focus your attention on the present. Here life is experienced. Here I am always waiting to be found by you. Inadequacy, when honestly acknowledged, is one of life's greatest teachers. Through it, I train you to lean on me, your God, your Maker, completely. Remember, adequacy is only an illusion bolstered on pride and those fleeting victories over events. Health and wealth, although materialistically tangible, can go in a second as easy as life suddenly changes. Celebrate your inadequacies and celebrate life in them. For it is in your weakness, your times of need, when my power is most vividly manifest and perfected. This is a call to shift your perspective. To the world's eyes, this lacking may appear as a loss, failure, or incompletion, but in my divine economy, it's in precisely these moments of lack that the door opens more widely to greater faith and reliance upon my strength. When you feel depleted and your resources seem scant, that is when my presence becomes more tangible, my support more evident. When you find yourself lacking, that is the time you need to take from me. That's when my power, my grace, and my love most freely pour into your life. These are the times when your faith is stretched and grown, and when your real dependence on me is proven, something that grows out of being all conceptual to actually being experienced. In your journey through the peaks and valleys, know that it is through your weakness that my strength may best be revealed. Be not discouraged when you are met by situations and circumstances far above the measure of your strength. Learn to glory in your human frailties, for they open the door to my power being revealed in your very life. Your lack shall cause my sufficiency to be even more evident. You see, in weakness, my strength comes to its perfection. It is quite clear, therefore, that one should stride into each day without fear of consequences, with every sordid detail of surplus living thrown to the wind, filling those weaker moments with strength. For I am there to bless you. My strength and grace are sufficient for you. In your weaknesses, most of all, my power shines out. Therefore, stream into each day not to fight insufficiency, but to experience my power and grace in fullness. That is the very essence of faith, finding strength in weakness and sufficiency in insufficiency, power in dependency. That is where, in this divine paradox, you can find the truest expression of my love and my power in your life. Boast of these weaknesses, for in them I find the channel for my greatest work in you. Now no longer continue worrying about your inadequacy, but accept and embrace it. Your sense of need is the very thing that links you to my boundless supply. When resources feel meager, the last response is that of temptation. The right answer to this play of your instinct would be to openly acknowledge limitation and give thanksgiving for it. This act of thanksgiving sets you free from the lie that you must save and provide for yourself. Your human frailties and imperfections need an infinitely strong and flawlessly perfect Savior, one who can provide for all your needs. The access keys to my unlimited resources are found in the combination of stillness and action. The time you spend alone with me, waiting within my presence, serves to deepen your personal relationship with me. I do work actively in behalf of those who do wait for me, bringing into your experience those things which you are unable to do. Yet there is much that is within your power to accomplish. As you go about the duties of the day, leaning on the power that I give you, you are glorifying me, and you are blessed as well. The next time you feel inadequate, turn to me without fear of rebuke. I meet you lovingly at your point of need. Remember Philippians 4:19, and my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus. And remember Isaiah 64:4, since ancient times no one has heard, no ear has perceived, no eye has seen any God besides you who acts on behalf of those who wait for him. So, with each feeling of not being asterisk enough, let not your heart be troubled. Trust in my provision and care. Lean into your limitations. They are the gates of experiencing my power and grace. My strength is manifest in your weakness. My sufficiency fills the very gaps of your insufficiency. Embrace your neediness as an opportunity to deepen your reliance on me and see, right here, how I change your worries into a register of my faithfulness. So walk forward confident, not in our own strength, but my never-failing supply and power. Every moment of need is an invitation to come and receive an experience of my love and power in your life. May you find all your lack overwritten with the fullness of my grace and the assurance of my unending presence. Amen. Dear child, take my hand and journey with me as your love for me blossoms. Click Join to enter a community where my teachings will uplift you and fellowship will enrich your soul. Together, we will walk in faith and grace. My child, I have handpicked you and positioned you as my soldier, able to do my assignments. Here I am, declaring over you. You are called, but not only will you be equipped spiritually, but in a very practical and tangible way. I brought you into such a season, and now it is time that you go out there and enter your divine assignments. I have taken you through the fires of affliction to train and prepare you. Doubts would hit you whether it was really me leading you or whether it was just your fleeting desire. Remember, I am he who planted those dreams and visions within you. I have ordained your steps before you ever were formed in your mother's womb. The desires and the plans birthed in your spirit by me, I have favored. This is your season, this is your day. I have already begun to open these doors of opportunity for you supernaturally. You are being given the land I have promised, and your work is to go in boldly and possess it. If there are still skills or steps that will need to be taken practically towards the task at hand, then don't lose any time. Start acting as though you're already in the promise. Start practicing. Let your actions be in concert with your faith. Work diligently as the season unfolds, because there will be performance when your gifts make room for you. Remember my servants Joshua and Caleb? I told them to send in spies at Jericho to scope out the land I had already given them. The report came back and said that it flowed with milk and honey, just as I had told them. Yet my people still had to exercise their faith, seeing their feet standing upon that ground in their mind. They were supposed to see themselves conquering that land despite what the natural eyes saw. I required them to synchronize actions with my vision for them, so that into their lives they might receive fullness of my best. So too, my child, you need to let bold faith rise up on the inside of you. Take ownership of everything I have spoken about your purpose through visions, dreams, and prophecies. You may be afraid or feel ill-equipped, yet I need you to proceed anyway. The minute you start moving toward your destiny, the enemy is going to want to cloud your judgment and send confusion. Don't listen to those lies. Anchor yourself in my truth. Crucify your raging flesh and unbelief. Be willing to sit with the discomfort, anger, doubt, or humiliation that may arise. Then let me fill your spirit with my supernatural peace and wisdom, which drowns out those deafening voices. Allow my grace and power to flood your soul, which shall strengthen you. For the second you step out into the assignments I have called you to, my empowering presence shall overtake you mightily. You shall find yourself suddenly operating in gifts and talents that you never knew you had. Things will start flowing effortlessly from you that used to seem impossible. It may not all look elegant at first, but know that I am working through you effectively. This is my grace on display. In that weakness, my strength shall be perfected. Be certain of this, my child. Right now, I need laborers who are just plain willing and obedient. I need the ones who will learn to trust me to supernaturally equip them. Any mere skill or qualification alone is not adequate. As you walk boldly in faith, I myself anoint you for every good work that I have prepared for you. I will jumpstart your training supernaturally. Years and decades of growth and maturity shall be pressed into months and weeks. You shall shine like a shining star, far and above others in your field, because this is my ordained calling and destiny on your life, which I am now stirring up and activating, says the Lord. You can say to me, God, I don't have clarity about your plan for me yet, or I've never heard your voice, guiding and leading me to an assignment. Deep down in your spirit, you know good and well what the dream I embedded has not yet come to pass. You very well know and understand what I've been prompting toward over and over again. You already discern my destiny knocking, though fear and intimidation have kept you paralyzed from moving forward. Desires that I seared into your heart slumbered because of doubt and anxiety, but no more. The timidity and cowardice ends today, because now is your era of boldness. Because for such a time as this, I raised you up and have begun to strengthen you, just like I did with Esther. I'm going to put my courage in you to stand against the armies of darkness that are threatening your divine purpose. Partner with me now to let loose those gifts, talents, ideas out to the world once and for all. Dear one, this cannot be overstated. I say, now is the time to give it your all in running toward every assignment I have called you to. No more distractions, no more delays. Together, we are going to stamp our feet on every enemy threatening your destiny. That is partnership. Abraham had to war with me in faith for the promise concerning his son Isaac to come forth from the barren womb of Sarah. His body and the womb of Sarah were as good as dead, having no life. Yet when I decreed this, he still did not faint in hope. He continued giving praises and thanksgiving to me, as if the miracle baby had already arrived. Well, a year later, little Isaac was in his arms. Now, as far as the promise appeared impossible from a human standpoint, no power in heaven or on earth could stop that which I had spoken. So walk boldly, too, in obedient faith with every promise I have uttered over your life. Rise up in praise as you wait to see my word come to pass. Even if your mind and body rise up against my declarations, give thanks anyway. Never let go of the assurance that what I have spoken will indeed occur in its time, because I am yesterday, today, and forevermore the same. I do not change. My promises don't expire. And in your waiting, as storms may be howling about you, look ahead, expecting. Victory is guaranteed, breakthrough sure, because I am preparing in advance the next chapter, greater fruitfulness, intimacy with me, fulfillment, joy, abundance, and destiny. My dearest one, etch this eternally into your heart. I will surely bring every promise that has been declared over your life to completion. I purchase and protect your destiny, so fear not, but only venture forth boldly into your calling, for I am here with you to secure victory. Spend your time, energy, and resources liberally in the progress of my kingdom and leave the rest to me, for I do ensure full return on every seed sown and every labor offered to my purposes. I eternalize all noble investments in my work. Yes, giants will rise most vehemently against my will, as I will prompt you in obedience, but fix your eyes on me and not on them. Yes, I do place giants in the path for faith and tenacity to be tested. Yet I have already equipped you with more than enough spiritual weaponry and power from on high to cut down those obstacles. Together we will break down walls of opposition as one mighty army, paving highways of destiny that are filled with my presence, life, and freedom. Now is the age for you, my dear, to come forth in consecrated life, absolute surrender, diligent prayer, and radical action oriented by my Spirit. Work with intense labor, yet always anchor your works with motivation for eternity within the remaining moments of your life. Soon you will fall into the fullness of your inheritance in my manifested kingdom, receiving the reward of my affirmation, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. You stewarded my talents masterfully and multiplied them." But my child, you argue, saying you cannot be used powerfully because of your past sins, failures, and shortcomings. You persist. Your destiny and assignments are only reserved for the spiritually strong, emotionally healthy, educated, influential, and qualified. So you disqualify yourself, reasoning that when you finally achieve some imaginary benchmark of maturity or intimacy with me or competency, then I'll give you greater responsibility and authority. Yet in the wisdom of heaven, I deliberately pick out the most foolish and weakest and lowliest things of this world and set them apart to manifest my superior glory and power. So stop trying. The things about which you feel inadequate, coupled with desperate dependence on me, attract my anointing and grace, which alone qualify you to do my will. Paul persecuted my children, yet still I commissioned him, after his extreme conversion, to bear my name before all nations. I took even Peter, the fearful denier, and made him the head of my church. It was the absolute trust and full confidence young David had in me that gave him victory over skilled warrior Goliath. Esther jeopardized her life by obeying my dire call when none would stand in the gap, and Rahab, the prostitute, evinced more faith in my ordained tribes in battle, as she saved their spies at personal cost. My beloved child, share this light with those who need it most. Pass this message on to uplift the weary hearts around you. So silent those condemning voices that assault your mind, my beloved. What makes you different is precisely what uniquely designs, personalities, backgrounds, and past experiences are going to make you perfectly suited for this next chapter. I have purposefully allowed those storms, traumas, sins, failures, delays, and deficiencies in your life this far for such a time as this to cultivate perseverance, wisdom, and dependency on me. Now, I call you boldly steward my authority, advance my kingdom. The training period is done, year in and year out, decade in and decade out. The hour of promotion has come. Ready yourself now for a supernatural empowerment and exponential impact in the world, because I declare that you are anointed and appointed. And I am accelerating you into greater spheres of authority for my name and renown. Come now, my child, and listen to my voice. I have words of wisdom to share with you, special insights that I want to impart directly to your spirit. You have carried burdens too long that you never were meant to bear. You have tried to reason your way through your problems and find peace. Freedom may have seemed elusive to you, but I am telling you, beloved, the ability to be loosed and walk in victory is yours at this very moment. It's not found in more striving, though. It's found in full surrender to me. Bring your anxiety and frustration to me now. Bring the situations you've wrestled to steer. I see the sadness that has taken root in your heart, places of pain and disappointment. Bring it all and lay it down. Don't ever pick it back up. Leave it here at my feet. I'll heal whatever is broken, lifting you out from the pit. I will set you on higher ground, for it is not in human wisdom that the answers you seek have been found. Mine to give, my wisdom is free and clear to all who ask of me. The gifts of my wisdom flow like a river, abundant and never-ending, straight from my throne. Come and drink deeply from this river. Immerse yourself in the truths that I will reveal. For it's only in looking intently at me that you find the clearness, insight, and direction your soul craves. The gift of wisdom I give isn't about human understanding. It blooms from our connecting through my indwelling spirit. Drawing close to me, wisdom is birthed and takes root, supernatural comprehension far beyond facts or knowledge. This wisdom shall light every step that you need to take. It shall uncover the lies which you have held on to, and replace them with my truth. It will dispel all the darkness that has oppressed you as my brilliant light floods into every corner of your life. Do not become overwhelmed by the vastness of the transformation that I intend to bring. It's the obedience of just one step, then another and another, one obedient choice at a time, one moment of trusting me over trusting yourself. That's how my wisdom will produce holiness and fruit. Freedom is produced as you step by step walk this way of wisdom. Remember, it leads always to more of me. I am the giver and the gift. The eyes only upon me, and the varied distractions and temptations of this world cannot stand against thee. You are a vessel through which my streams of living water pour out to others. Come now, therefore, into the sanctuary of my presence, and I will patiently wait there for your whole attention. Be not over-anxious to try and work it all out for yourself. We will untangle these knotty problems together: relationship problems, habits of different types, financial pressure, emotional traps and pitfalls. I will instruct you in the way and lead you where. I will counsel you, watching over you, to see that the broken fragments of your life are transformed into something beautiful. The seeds of wisdom I plant today shall, in time, grow into a harvest that shall be great. What I have spoken, I will also perform. Rest in this immovable certainty. The first area we will deal with is that churning sea of anxiety within. Thoughts seem to surge endlessly, struggling for dominion. One moment, you are overcome with fear. Another, pulled under by waves of worry. This shall not be so with you, beloved. Together we shall find the eye of the storm, that place of perfect peace where I dwell. First comes the admission of your absolute powerlessness to tame this storm. Turn against this tide of control the world has told you. True authority comes through surrender. Acknowledge how your fighting for dominance over these internal winds and waves has been futile, and then consciously stop the fighting and let me take over. Yes, the winds may appear to be rather deafening, not having your struggle anymore, but don't lose heart. It is just your soul getting used to a new way, my way. You are untraining yourself from a lifetime bent on self-rule. Now we build new pathways where my peace has charge. Breathe slowly with me. Hold my hand and keep your eyes on mine. The tempest loses all fury in the presence of its maker. Feel my perfect love driving out fear as eternal truth replaces those tormenting lies. I commission you now in this holy presence to bid the storm be still, never to appear again. We seal off this holy ground where my kingdom reigns. Let my banner of peace fly unfurled over your life. That which I have spoken shall stand forever. Now we come to emotional foundation stones in relationships, for in these areas also, trouble has broken out which stemmed from drawing upon faulty human patterns. Memorize this. None are perfect but me. Mine are the eyes which see all things clearly. Therefore, Release unrealistic expectations you project onto others. In the same manner I showed you mercy, extend the same gracious gift. First, forgive those who offended you by truly forgiving. Forgive full and complete, holding nothing back. This severs chains from the past, so you walk unhindered. Then pray blessings over each relationship. Now ask me to restore cold love or to exchange it with affection where there is no love. Remember that all people bear the wounds of living in a fallen world. I long for you to bear one another's burdens. From now on, never condemn another's errors or weaknesses. You have been forgiven much, so freely offer the same grace. Treat each person as I do, with compassion, not criticism, encouragement, not judgment. Value relationships over the need to be right. Choose to listen first before you react. Let serving be your reflex, not selfishness. These choices weave the strong thread that will bind hearts together in my agape love with you. Let go of control of how others are going to respond to you. You cannot control this. Give each person free will to walk their path, even when it goes another direction than yours. Respect different stages of spiritual growth. Nurse tender shoots of faith breaking forth in those I bring your way, and commit to my hands those that as yet do not bloom. My timing and purposes are flawless. What I ordain will surely come to pass. Now we turn to practical questions of financial provision. You have groaned under the yoke of insufficiency. There's never enough, no matter how hard you struggle, in slavery to getting, but driven by a paralyzing fear of losing everything. That, too, shall be revolutionized by my wisdom. Here is a truth of heaven that belies earthly ways of thinking. I own it all. I hold the very stars in my hand, resources to sustain billions upon billions of living creatures across millions of galaxies, all flow from my storehouse. What makes you think that something as small as your need would ever slip my mind? And my warehouse has no bottom. And to you, my beloved child, heir of everything that is mine, limitless provision is at your beck and call. Ask me for what you want. Take me at my word. I am Jehovah Jireh. I will provide. Now turn your attention away from your preoccupation with your bank account, onto me as the provider of everything you need. Make seeking my kingdom priority one. From this place, rivers of blessing overflow, far more than you are capable of containing. Present every action as worship presented to me. In everything you do, serve others with all your heart as you represent me. Bring honor to me through your consistent, willing return of resources for which you are a steward. Financial increase will chase you down until you have much more than enough. Overflow. Stop chasing security into ever bigger salaries, promoted positions, or shrewd investments. The peace you long for isn't in building your own kingdom, but comes in the daily laying down of yours to build mine with me. You lack nothing. If I call you out to walk away from an unethical workplace or risky venture, you don't hesitate to obey. I can lift you right back up again. Should I ask you to sow finances in missions, give freely, trusting my watering. See this work not as loss, but as eternal investment. Store up treasures reserved for you in my heavenly vault. On earth I have promised to meet every single need. Our supply will never run dry. Now we must deal with the bondage still chaining parts of you, secret sins, addictions, soul ties from past intimacy, words that unleash destruction. I see where the enemy's cruel hooks are still embedded deep. We are going to take them out, one, by truth and by my power. What man calls hopeless, I declare free. It doesn't begin with white-knuckled self-control. It begins with receiving fresh revelation of my unconditional love for you. I know your past, every buried chapter you ever try to forget. I touched your deepest wounds, and with you I wept in lonely, broken moments you dared not share. Nothing you tell me shall shock or surprise me, and I choose you still, just as you are. May this transform the way you see yourself. You are my beloved, my treasure, the apple of my eye, worthy, cleansed, redeemed. Now we walk into your valley of darkness together, my child. Bring truth's piercing light to those things that would thrive in the shadows, shame, and secrecy. What can the darkness do in exposure before my glory? Be not forgetful that you are fearfully and wonderfully made in my image. Claim who you are in me, victor, not victim, brave warrior, not cowering slave. Pick up the weapons of warfare, fiery praying, my living word, words infused by my Holy Spirit and with power, praise that silences enemies, and unending worship that ushers my presence into your soul. Ask me to lift oppression that has weighed on you. Require of me the ones you need now, breaking chains and opening prison doors within. And then watch as strongholds that withstood years of battering now crumble. Demons will turn and run from you. Iniquitous taskmasters have no control as my deliverance sets you free. Scars remain where your wounds close, the reminders of my healing touch. You will pour out healing balm to others out of your own overcoming station. Your thoughts become my thoughts, aligned with mine, responsive to my counsel. Your flesh submits to the directions of my spirit, now in control. Streams of the water of life shall flow from your belly. You think, choose, speak, act, led by holy wisdom. I supply, our merging complete, transformation made whole. Now go in peace and sin no more. Dear one, spread the hope I've given you. Share this message with someone who longs for a touch of my love and grace. Amen.